So, all right, is everybody ready for, let's say, the recap of? Oh, 1 second, I gotta bring up my video again. There we go. The recap of everything so far. We'll make it quick for the first bit, and then talk about the last episode. So, once again, if anybody's new here, we're playing Shadowrun 5th edition for those that care. We are currently doing, and it's been outed, essentially the Sega Genesis game, very, 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 very modified, and may not even end in the same story by the time I'm done with it. But like, some of the names and characters and people are all parts from that game because it was important to me during my childhood. With Sega Channel, which was a delightful creation by the Time Warner Company, not a sponsor. And so at this point, we have Nas, our Decker. We have Darb, technically, kinda, as our street samurai. We have Yumi as our mage individual, and we have the Night Sprinter, who is our let's call him get to places and do things guy. So all of them arrived. Okay, so they were met up on the interwebs because they all have some connection to a runner called Josh. Joshua had a brother, Michael. Michael was part of a very visible, recorded and sold as a better than life chip. Are BTLs in this, or is it? Yeah, BTLs in this.
I get which one's which.
Like Cyberpunk, and I was like, shit, is that the right one?
Yep.
Okay. Sold as like an experience to experience his death almost firsthand. The specifics of what happened on the run are not exactly definable or visible, but he was cut down as part of an ambush by some sort of strike force or some sort of very planned and executed attack on their run. Joshua was then trying to figure out what happened and has pursued leads that led to hopefully where his brother was going and what he was doing. However, Joshua has been off the grid for about 2.5 weeks now, and his daughter has started reaching out to look for him and ask for help. So those pleas on the net were picked up by some individuals that were looking into it, and it was sweetened by a Mr. H, a kind of mysterious benefactor who is willing to pay this group of runners to take up the cause, figure out what happened to Josh, and more importantly, figure out what Michael was doing and potentially follow through on whatever that is. So they arrived at the last known location, which was the Stoker's Coffin Motel in Redmond. Our friends did some shenanigans in Redmond, which included doing a run for the local Mr. Johnson. That was a Black Monday drop, which is where they provided free aid and food to anybody within Redmond that could make it to a surprise airdrop location. They were interrupted rather savagely by some Halloweeners, but the team held their own, cordoned off the area, and were able to continue with the day. And they provided, supplies and everything that peeps need to survive in an area that's difficult to survive in, earning them some goodwill, some new yen, and some karma along the way. Now they have crossed into Seattle because their next lead brought them, based on some information they garnered from the stuff in Michael and Joshua's room, to the local Seattle General Hospital, where a doctor... Hold, please. I know this name. Uh-oh. Hold, please. Someone's calling me from Buffalo, New York, which is very strange. So
double hold, please. Do you want me to hold both of them at once, or?
He's gonna tell the guy on the phone to hold too.
Okay.
Is this share chat on? I can't tell if my share chat's on. You can.
DK is currently muted for us.
That explains a lot. All right. I was making jokes like a lot. Yep. Okay. Well, that explains why John didn't then add himself to the call. All right. Well, I'm just going to share chat with.
I'm glad that everyone in your Twitch stream could enjoy those jokes.
No, they couldn't hear me either. I had the all mute on. Yeah.
Oh no.
Mm-hmm.
Share chat started.
Huh?
I see the share chat.
Yeah. They have now started the share chit.
Nice.
Oh, Foundry, how I missed you so much.
I
and
really
how
like
I don't
Foundry.
know where
Oh, there's a
half the
sale that
things
starts
are.
in like 2 days out there. I might pick it up.
Sale
Yeah.
for what?
For Foundry, like they've got like an anniversary sale or something, so I might actually pick up the application. Maybe we switch from Roll20 to Foundry for all the things.
I don't think Toast is going to talk the rest of the session for what it's worth.
Doesn't really talk anyway. Darb is more of the strong, silent type anyway. Well,
Sorry about that. My parents are in Buffalo, New York, so it was weird getting a call from there. And normally they don't call me ever. So
as soon as you said it was from Buffalo, I was like, yeah, I hope everything's okay.
yeah, everything is fine. It's one of those "did we leave the oven on" type of things, but
Gotcha.
not quite as important.
Sure.
Okay. So, anywho, we've crossed over to Seattle. We had a little bit of a terse moment at the checkpoint in between Redmond and Seattle, downtown Seattle proper. There was thankfully someone on the payroll who was the person manning the MAD scanner, so they had potentially identified some issues with individuals in the car, but they gave it the all clear. The problem is the stories were never quite discussed or gotten straight amongst the individuals in the car, and general customs questions were perhaps not answered in a way that was both convincing or timely to the individual trying to request information on their identities. But with a well-timed spell from our local magician, thankfully there was a little bit of suggestion involved, which solved the problem and ended up moving us further down the road. From there, they went to the general hospital and they talked to Dr. Haversheen. Dr. Haversheen was not particularly much help, but essentially has confirmed that there was an individual called Stark, who is someone that Joshua ran around with, and one or the other brought the other in injured from random time to time from job to job. So they have at least a little bit of a passing information on who that individual might be and how they might tie into things. But more importantly, confirmed the existence of a Tabitha Shale. Tabitha was one of the contacts that was pulled from Michael's stuff from the Stoker's Coffin Motel. And the team is kind of debating where to go next, but basically Tabitha Shale is located at the Terraslar City Inn in Puyallup. Puyallup is just south of downtown Chicago and was kind of the next place on the list. Or not Chicago, Seattle. Next place on the list. And that's pretty much where we were. Any questions, comments, or concerns, or verifications of the information that I've provided so far?
In the regards to the deciding thing, I have the last note I have written is on our way to Tabitha. So
correct. However, and that's where we're going to start this real quick. At the end of the last session, I had misplaced a potential location that I'd wanted to interrupt with. So we're going to start with that whole scene. So,
all right.
As you guys are starting out of Seattle,
I got a character sheet. Basically,
Raj is going to pipe up and say, Hey guys, I know that we want to get to Miss Shale rather quickly here, but I got a call from Gunderson. He's in town. He crosses every once in a while. He's got no big deal in crossing the border like you guys all. He wanted me to meet at a location. Are you guys cool if we go meet up with him?
I don't see why not.
For Gunderson?
Yeah.
That feels irregular.
It's not. Let me tell you, it's a surprise.
As long as it's a good surprise, because let me tell you, I've had surprises. Tell you what, if I've had surprises, and they don't always work out great.
Guys, would I lie to you?
I also typically do not like surprises.
You guys need to have some more. I love surprises.
I'm so surprised he's at a loss for words.
Perfect. It sounds like a plan then. And he takes a right turn, and you guys drive to a location just outside of central downtown Seattle, kind of towards south downtown. Let's say somewhere kind of near, if I zoom in here, a random place I'm going to pick now. We're going to call it next to Star Lake here, right about here.
If you're pinging it, I cannot see it because the game is paused, I believe.
Stupid pause. Oop, now I went
Oh.
too far south. Star Lake. Right around here, let's say.
All right.
Cool.
And as you pull up, you see a condo / apartment looking place. And Gunderson's waiting outside, tapping his foot very impatiently. He's a busy man, but he wanted to meet you guys personally. And so Raj does his thing. He gets out of the car. He opens the door. He says, we're here. All right, everybody out. And Gunderson walks up and says, I heard the border crossing was a bit of a problem, chums, huh?
Not a problem in the slightest. Little dramatic, but they're all good.
Nothing we
It's not
couldn't
what
handle.
That's not what my boy says.
Well,
He doesn't know how you did it, but things were starting to get called in, and then all of a sudden you guys went through. So well done. Shows that you guys got some skills, some means to make motives become reality. But I didn't want us to have to deal with that all the time, and I happen to have a place here that I use as kind of a lay low once in a while, or for clients. And for a little bit of new yen, was going to offer it up. So I wanted to show you the place, and then we can talk about if this makes sense. I know you guys were in the area, and I didn't want to derail you too much from whatever you got going on. But running back out into Redmond all the time to that shitty ass motel probably isn't the smart choice. And so
long as we got enough room for Charlie Chaplin over here, we should be good.
well, room might be at a premium. You all can figure out who's on the top bunks, you know? And he escorts you in. He walks up to the front doorway here, and basically it's a stairwell. He has to use a retinal scanner, which he scans in, and then the door opens, and the inside is much nicer than what the outside kind of looks like. And as you guys go up the stairs, he takes you right at the top of the stairs, and he brings you to a location that, give me 1 second to get you guys on the map.
Cool.
Is this West Star Lake or East Star Lake? Very important.
West Star Lake.
Somebody left the
West Star.
shower on.
Don't worry about the shower. He looks by the door and sees the trash. He's like, the recent homeowners just kind of vacated, and I haven't used it in a while. I'm sure you guys can figure this out. But what do you guys think?
My question is that eye scanner the only way to open the front door, or no particular reason?
That's so good. Unfortunately, it is. If you guys,
okay.
if you guys want me to code you in, I can code you in now. And he basically pulls out a little scanning device and asks
Is there
if you guys want access to the doorway.
Is there an entrance maybe on the roof?
It's been 2 weeks and it's still not working.
Not that I've found, but I haven't been up there personally.
I'm gonna step away for a moment.
Perfect.
Slip into the
I'm gonna make an entrance.
So do you guys agree to his scanning you into the premises?
Yeah. I'll step up.
Okay.
Get my eyes checked.
Scans you. And basically, this is just going to for purposes of backstory. We had talked about having a communal living space, and we would deduct like a group of Nuyen that makes sense if we're in this for over a month.
Gotcha.
This is your location to have and do what you will. So there's only 2 bedrooms,
No, I was
but
just gonna
there's a
say.
spacious couch. So if you guys want to figure out who gets bedrooms and why, you're welcome to discuss.
I think
the specifics of
Marcel
your
Marceau said that he was going to take the couch.
Dar will take the couch.
Oh, well, I thought we had Buster Keaton
Kinda-
over here. I got a list pulled up. I can keep on going.
I can sleep on the roof.
Wait, okay, am I dumb? It's only 1 bedroom, isn't it? The other one's an office.
Uh,
and then a
Like,
storage?
Oh yeah, I guess. I thought this had a bed in it too. We're gonna
Oh,
pretend this thing on the left is a bed. It's just got
What,
shit
a
on it.
hamster? What the fuck is what's gonna sleep there?
The nozzle's
Look,
pretty
man.
small. He could fit there.
You want to bitch about the maps? I'll find shittier ones. Someone gets this place.
No, this looks
Get
sick.
this place.
You
And
mean-
2 people. You know what? This is a big enough sofa. 3 of you can be on the sofa. Y'all
You
figure it
want
out.
to- wants you to sleep in the shower with the water on, just crying.
You guys want to do a rotation of the bed? That's entirely up to you.
I mean,
By the
two
way,
of us could fit in the bed. I mean,
you can absolutely find a way in through the roof. Basically, there is a window that you jar open that is normally locked, but you are able to kind of conceal it a little bit and are able to open it and close it at will. But you will have to enter through the roof if you are not accompanying one of the 3 individuals who scanned into the location.
Just my style.
Just to confirm, what floor are we on? Are we on the 2nd floor?
Yes, 2nd floor.
Of a how many story building?
It's not a very big building. It's only
How
like
many stories?
We're gonna say 2-story building.
All right, you gave him an out tonight.
I gave him an out. Yeah.
All
Thank
right,
you.
I'll just to rappel down and see Mrs. Johnson in the window. Good day, just coming down in.
I could have made it a palm reader, but I already said retinal, and then there was no going back.
yep, it's canon now.
You know what? It worked.
I'm kind of, you was just kind of like checking the place out and getting kind of jovial about it, just like looking around some of the things. Is this like a stage, or is this down here at the bottom, or is it like a what are they called from like the 70s? Conversation pit?
It does look like a conversation bit, doesn't it? Because it looks recessed. Yeah,
I would
that
call it a
looks cool as hell, actually.
Yeah.
And
I'm into
one
it.
second here, we can look at it from this view.
Whoa.
Oh,
God.
this would have helped way
These
more.
fucking maps
Wow.
are
There's
crazy.
pizza?
There's
Wow.
thing. Unfortunately, you can't see the conversation pit, so you know what? We'll never know.
Yep.
It's a conversation pit.
There's pizza and the 7 of clubs.
All right.
I love that we have one fridge that's not a graffiti fridge, and then we have the specifically graffiti fridge.
I mean,
And then a washer
honestly,
without
the
a- without a
graffiti
drawer.
Washer right next to our refrigerator.
It's a drink fridge and a normal fridge, all right?
Like,
Obviously. Okay. And so Gunderson sees Night Sprinter walk in. He's like, he looks you up and down, and he's met with you a couple of times, and he looks and he points at Nas, and he's like, look, I don't need to know a whole lot to see you're the brains and the hacking and the decking. And he points at Darb and he says, and you're
Mr.
me."
Bean.
And points at Umi and says, and based on what happened at the checkpoint, I'm assuming you might be awakened. And he looks at Night Sprinter and he says, but what's your story?
I'm over at the table. I'm just showing Darb like card tricks with the cards that are there.
oh, yeah, yeah.
You want to hear my story, huh?
Yeah, that's why I asked.
Yeah. I can't tell you too much, but and I lean in close. On my 6th birthday, both of my parents were shot and killed in front of me. After vowing to take revenge on my murderer, I was adopted by a mysterious family with a dark past. For 6 years, they trained me day and night in martial arts techniques that have been secretly passed down for generations. On the night of my 12th birthday, all members of my new family were shot and killed in front of me. I managed to escape, but I vowed to take revenge on the assassin responsible for their deaths as well. 6 years of searching for that assassin passed. During that time, I met my first love, Maria. She worked at my favorite local bakery and smelled like croissants. On my 18th birthday, she threw me a surprise birthday party. We ate cake together and stayed up late talking about our favorite monster trucks and had a lovely time. The next day, she was shot and killed in front of me. I later found out that it was carried out by the local mafia, and after this, I decided to abandon my previous life entirely and swore to live only for vengeance. I'm hunting down the murderer, the assassin, and the mafia members who took the lives of the people I loved most. And I go by only one name now. The Night Sprinter.
Holy shit.
That's the first time I've heard any of that shit.
Turning around on the couch, like listening back to this, is just like, wow, that was.
I'm gonna be honest with y'all. At this point, I'm a little worried about being shot and killed in front of you.
Well, I mean,
How old are you?
that's why I don't like surprises.
That's fair.
So, how long ago? I'm sorry to bring this up. How long ago did the love of your life die? How many years
I'm
ago?
gonna guess 6.
Oh, I hope it's not 6. I hope it's more or less than that.
It's been quite some time. I would say roughly about. Oh, you know, my memory's a little foggy. Was it about 6 years ago? You know, my birthday is coming up.
Oh
Yeah.
Does Darb have to buy you a birthday present?
I would recommend against it. This is also one of the reasons why I Don't like surprises.
Fucking Christ.
Should we not?
Seattle,
not,
am I right?
getting
Fucking
surprises?
storming the whole goddamn time.
It's like it's always raining here.
Always raining.
So Gunderson, stone-faced the whole time. Frog blinks at you at the end of it all. I caught a part of that. Something about the mafia. Do I have to worry at all about our future transactions?
That's been handled.
Perfect. As long as the job's done. All right, boys.
So
You
to
need anything? You need anything? I know that you're fresh off the job. Got some new yen burning holes in the pockets. Anything that you guys need before you guys head out again?
I have a question.
Sure.
How much is this place going to cost us?
I also have that question.
The previously aforementioned amount of conversation.
If you want to get back
there
to us, that's
a
fine.
month
Too.
ago.
Like, if you don't want to.
I think split between all of you, it was 2,000 a month, and the whole campaign's going to take like maybe a month.
Okay.
So it's not a whole lot. Don't worry too much about it.
Let me get this
If
straight.
this were a living campaign that we're going to go on for years, and we wanted to figure out right, like actual economics of the situation,
2,000 is good.
2,000 yen for a 1 bedroom, 1 office, 1 pantry, 1 shower, massive fucking couch is 2,000
Downtown,
yen.
it's
I was
downtown
gonna
Seattle.
say, this is downtown Seattle real estate.
Southeast down. It's not even downtown. It's south downtown, and it's on the west side of Star Lake.
If you can find better.
People know that the west side of Star Lake is the nice side.
I'll Google South Downtown Seattle apartments.
You know,
For
I
rent.
think the
Why don't you
last
just look
time
for
that
Star
I
Lake? These are all real locations theoretically.
It's true.
last time that I lived together with someone
Like
like this
$2,000. A lot more.
was probably with my late wife.
Dark thought you had girlfriend. You had wife.
Well, they start out as girlfriends, Dob.
She was the one who liked monster trucks. Do you want me to do it? I can say it again if you.
Darb like monster truck. Can Darb hang out with your wife with monster trucks?
Um.
Oh wait, you said she's dead.
you see that Spitter kind of like slowly like look like he turns his helmet and you can assume he's just like looking off forlorn in the distance. But he's just lost in whatever thought he's currently having.
Okay.
Darb thinks this is a very nice place. Darb will sleep on the couch.
I'll sleep on
Darb wants to know is Darb's grenade launcher here? Did you hide it in his house?
Yeah, there's an arsenal room over here, and everything that
I
you
thought that was
put,
the pantry.
Everything-
Cornflake, Pop Tarts.
everything that you put into the vehicle is now at this location. So
Got it.
if there's
Remind
anything you left behind, though,
Yeah,
that you
remind
may have
me,
to
did-
pay someone to smuggle across. Your
Didn't we
grenade
leave
launcher
some-
is not here. Your
But you said it
rifles-
was!
Sorry, I lied. I just remembered. Your rifles and stuff are here. Your grenade launcher's locked up back at the jump house.
I had grabbed everything, I think, of my stuff, right?
I don't believe there's anything that didn't fit. Correct.
Yeah. Okay.
I'd have to
We
go
will
back to the tape.
also-
I don't think the grenade launcher made it across. I think that
The
got
grenade
locked
launcher
at
didn't.
the jump house.
Definitively.
But there
did
are
not.
there are ways to smuggle it though.
Yeah.
There are ways to smuggle it. Yeah.
You'd have to
You
pay
can hire a
the-
coyote.
You're lucky.
I'm sure Gunnison
you
knows
didn't take that
somebody.
feat. You're okay. I didn't take that feet, or we'd be all
Do-
going
do
mad
you-
right now. Too late. No, it's all right. That's crap.
Hey, big guy, you want me to make it get across?
No, Darb's good. Darb doesn't.
Okay.
You know.
I don't think that we're
Like,
going to need to
it's
blow up a
very-
building yet.
Don't
Like,
start this again. We're not getting into the argument again.
Well, okay. If we're gonna be posting up down here, I mean,
we
it may
spent
not
40
be.
minutes talking about it last time. We're not talking about it again.
We could pay somebody to get here.
Darb doesn't need it. Darb has friends. That's all Darb needs is friends.
I'm glad we're learning.
listen, if you want your
Okay.
binky, we can get your binky.
Darb doesn't have a.
All right, stand up. I'm like, okay, let's. We got some people to talk to, so we should
All right,
probably.
Gunderson looks as he watches. I got shit to do too. But look,
Above
as
table,
part of-
didn't we leave stuff at the other hotel though? that part I don't remember.
Yeah,
Did
your
anyone
grenade
leave the
launcher.
You
other-
packed up everything, and your grenade launcher was the only thing in the club at the jump house. The intent was we
At
were
the
leaving
jump
that
house, yeah.
location.
But
Correct.
at the actual,
Oh,
at
yeah,
the
yeah,
hotel,
okay,
no
yeah.
one left anything.
No.
Okay, that's all.
We
Yeah,
cleared
yeah.
out that before we left because my intent was to have you move here, and then I
Did we check
lost
out?
here.
I don't think we checked out. We should have checked out. That's courtesy. He's got more rooms to sell than at that point.
No,
I don't think we
you
checked out.
you paid on entry. Chance paid for everybody's night.
Yeah, but you still check out. You say,
Yes.
hey, room 303, check out.
He's good.
Ding, ding.
He looked and he saw you were gone and he moved on with his life. All right. So Gunderson walks out. Oh, but as he's leaving, he says, "Look, Raj can drive you around for a little bit. I got some stuff to do in town here, but there may be some times where I got to call him out for things that I need. Basically, we'll figure out a pay scale based on utilization here later."
Okay.
Is this an electro dance music setup?
And he leaves.
What? Is the music on here now?
No, I forgot to put music on.
I got just my own music on.
Oh, it just looks like an EDM station, like Skrillex is in this corner.
Oh, like you. Oh, I
Yeah,
understand that.
I got music.
All right.
So Gunderson leaves. Raj is here, and Raj is like, "Guys, I ain't staying here. Just FYI. But if you need me, you can call me. Do we want to get going today, though?"
Yeah, I think so.
Why does Raj not want to stay with us?
Because he doesn't live here.
He doesn't live here.
He got
I
other
my
shit
own
to
place.
do.
And don't get me wrong, this is a nice place, but like, it's been lived in a little bit. You know what?
Well,
It
the
ain't
guy's
mine.
own place.
It does smell a little bit.
Also, we're on a grid here. Let me fix that. It's bothering me. Done.
Oh, I didn't even
No more grid. God, grids suck. All right. And with that, anything else anybody wants to do, leave, set up, or potentially, if there's anything you want to search out on the web or do from here, you can do that now. Going once.
I think the plan is to just now we are going back to the original plan, which was going to Tabitha.
You're going to Tabitha Shale's apartment in Terraslar City Inn. Terraslar City Inn? Yeah.
In Papala.
In Pulliam.
Same difference.
Mm-hmm. Pavlov's dogs. Ding.
Rats.
For some reason, my mouth is watering.
So, we all pack back into the car and we start driving. And we warp forward to Pulliam. And the inn there. Oh, shit, hold please, 1 second.
Head
Well,
out.
I don't think I grabbed the map for the outside. Spoilers, it's a fucking street with a building on it. You're fine. All right, so, I'm not going to go rush to go put that together. Basically, theater of the mind. You roll up. Pulling
All right,
up
theater.
is better than the Redmonds by a large margin. It is still, though, a little bit of a lower income area in comparison to obviously Seattle proper and in comparison to Snohomish and some of the other areas around Seattle. It is a bit of a refuge for elves and orcs and trolls in particular, because it has been kind of unofficially the ghetto of the major elven nation, which is oh Jesus, God damn it, what the
Tarnation.
Nope.
God damn.
It's not Tir na Nog. It's Tarangir, which is south of Seattle by a bit. But that actually has like an elven prince. It's its own little elven nation. And for individuals who are outcast or individuals who don't want to live within like elven society proper, this has a large elven population that they can then fall back to. And in kind of similar, the orcs are very, very tribey, and so are the trolls, and so they've kind of built up in this area as well. Yes, Toast.
Can you bring up the big map while you're describing this? I know we're theater of mining the area, but like I just
Yeah, so
I like
it
to
is
know
down
that.
here.
triangulated
To the southy
area.
south.
Well, we got nothing.
Oh,
We're still at home.
I'm still in the
We're
bar.
still at home.
I can't get
Oh,
out
there
the
we go.
door. The base reader's not working.
down here.
And now I'm okay. Down here.
Holy up.
Holy shit, we went way down here.
Yeah, it's a bit of a
Holy
drive.
up.
But I mean, this is still just like Seattle. Keep in mind, we're not driving like the state of Wisconsin.
Yeah.
You could cross the state of Wisconsin in like 2 hours.
I hadn't checked out these statistics down here yet.
Oh,
Oh, wow.
I'm a 4%er.
So pull you up again. A little bit of a ghetto, but not as bad as obviously Redmond. Redmond is gang wars, night fighting, constant sound of bullets. This has technically a Lone Star presence, or is it Knights Errant? Ah, shit. I looked this up before.
Ooh.
Wearing
Oh, there are police.
There are police. I believe
Some
it
sort
is
of police
Lone Star.
force.
Yep, that is
Yeah.
hired to police the area. And so, I gotta reset everything now that I moved it. We pull up to the Terraslar City Inn, which, as you get there, is not like a real nice looking inn, but it looks more secure and more official than Stoker's Coffin did. Basically, this is your days in of the Shadowrun universe. Everybody's got individual rooms. They've got individual amenities within those rooms. The sign basically says that you can rent nightly, hourly, or long term.
prostitution.
No. And as
What's
you guys,
the long term? Sorry.
what was that?
In that example, what would the long term be?
People live out of hotels in some areas.
That's I might have been about what Toast said.
Oh, gotcha. You're wondering what the long-term version of the prostitution is?
Yeah.
A place of business. Okay. So as you guys drive up, Roger does his usual, like, all right, I'll be nearby. Just call me if you need anything. And you guys get out and you approach the building. Is there anything you want to do as you're approaching the building? We're going to theater of the mind it until we're inside.
I'd like to look for some long-term companionship, maybe. That might be.
Hey, if you would like to, there's probably means to do so.
I'm still holding that spell on Darb to make him look
Oh yeah.
like the pop.
I was looking at
princess.
my other accent here. My tomatoes are in the garden.
I would know this is like kind of a normal place for trolls to be.
Yeah, like as far as anywhere is. Trolls are still the lowest population percentage of like the whole area, but it is not as like rare to see them necessarily here as other places. It would not draw as much notice in a place that is designed for orcs, elves, and others that are kind of outcast.
Well, Darb, I think we're in a little bit better position, so I might drop the disguise on you for now. That's unless you want it.
No, Darb needs to keep working on this. We gotta. I don't really like the look of my hair, and Darb also needs to do something with his lips.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, we'll get it. I'll get it right next time. I'm gonna drop the spell, and I'm gonna cast armor at force 4 on myself.
Okay.
I got 2 hits.
That's a
That
glitch.
dice is on top of the other one.
That's a glitch.
It's a glitch. Oh no!
Oh, That is our second glitch, I think, if I remember.
I had the
right.
first one too.
It wasn't me.
So instead of how many hits did you get? Any?
I had 2.
You had 2. Instead of increasing your armor, it reduces your armor by 2 until you're able to rest for the night. Whatever spell that you've done has essentially weakened the structural integrity of your armor, and until that wears off your spell, which you can't drop automatically. Essentially, it's lingering. You've lost control of it when you were trying to cast it, and it's now persisting kind of as a will of its own. So
I still have to resist drain here for what it's worth.
Yeah, why don't you glitch that too?
No, he did great on that. You have to resist drain of hurting your armor. Well done.
Yeah. So as I cast it, I kind of like blink a little bit, and I like almost have to catch my breath. I'm like, oh, okay, okay, that didn't work. All right,
And in fact,
I'm trying to like shake it off.
everything feels stiffer. Your clothing, like everything just feels stiffer.
Oh, it's a little more humid down here. Yeah. Ugh. Okay,
You
well-
be okay?
We'll be all right.
My suit's not detecting any notable changes in weather.
Shut up. Okay.
All right, anything else?
Damn, my bad.
before-
All right.
My bad.
Before
Like,
you go
I'm
into
noticeably like limping now almost. Like I'm so stiff. Okay, go ahead.
anything else before you guys go into the inn? Any prep or anything that I should know from a GM perspective?
I want everyone to know who's watching this on stream. When John, we've had conversations of this off stream. When John does this, he does it in a way that he's trying to tell us that we need to do something, but his intent of what he told us, he's not intending that in any way, shape, or form. But it's hard for us as the players not to hear, I'm gonna fuck you up if you don't do something proper.
Not all the time.
Okay, just making sure, considering my mage friend here just went,
Yeah, no. I mean, it's more because there's modifiers that maybe I need to be aware of, right, within what your characters are doing. DK could be going in silent. He could be doing stuff like that. Not to say there isn't a trap at the other end, but there's not always.
hey, trail off.
Uh-huh.
Oh, wait.
So,
No, I don't
otherwise,
think there's anything.
if someone wants to walk in the door, who wants to lead us in?
Can I kick down the door?
Nope, we're not doing that. Ow.
Don't kick it down, but you can start us off there, Buttercup.
Darb will go in first.
I'll follow
Darb should do all the
behind.
talking.
That's not what I said.
Okay, so as you open the door and enter Terrasolar City Inn, again, it's a rundown Days Inn kind of look to it, a little bit more cyberpunky, but it's still, you see door on door on door and door down a hallway, but they look like full-size rooms. There is a desk.
Hot
and a
door on
young
door
woman.
action.
Yeah. There's a young woman behind it. She's human. And she looks like this is her part-time gig, just like anybody you've ever met at a Days Inn. They're either 65 and look like they've been there their entire lives, or they look like they don't want to be there and they're just getting paid to leave at the end of the day. So this is the latter of the two. And she looks at you and she says, may I help you?
Good morning, afternoon.
She
My
looks
name's
outside and it's like 4 p.m.-ish because, right, you guys woke up, drove for a bit, went to a house, drove for a bit, and it's a little bit later in the afternoon, but she says, good morning. She just responds back with whatever you affirmative to her.
Darb doesn't know what we need. Guys!
Yeah.
Guys,
Do you do you need a room, sir?
yeah, we're looking for someone with a room.
You're looking for someone with a room. Do they know you're coming?
I'll step up. I'm
Person-
like, it's. We're looking for. We have a friend, Tabitha Shale.
I'm sorry, are you with him?
That's you.
Yes.
Okay, so you guys are together.
Yeah.
Not on purpose.
Not romantically, but yes.
Okay, I don't judge.
what does that
I'm all
mean?
for
I love
meta-human
you,
and
but-
human love. But okay.
Well, Darb's
so
not human.
looking
Darb's a
for
troll.
someone- what was the name again?
Metahuman on human love is what she said.
True, technically.
Tabitha Shale is who we're looking
Tabitha
for.
Shale, and she turns over to a computer, tippity tappity, and she says, I don't have anybody here by that name. Is there? Well, do you know if they've been here a while?
When, Mr. DM,
Yeah.
when do we know that the message was sent to?
It was a
from-
while ago because it was to Michael, not Joshua. And
Okay.
so
And that it was
a
like-
while. that was
over
like
2 weeks,
over
3
a
weeks.
month ago. Yeah, yeah,
Okay. Okay. I'll just like step forward and just be like, yeah, might have been here, I don't know, probably like a month ago. I guess I thought that she was, this is where she was like long-term residing. Maybe I'm mistaken, but I don't know if you know when she checked out of here or anything like that.
Maybe
Okay.
maybe it's under her husband's name, Joshua Shill.
And she looks through her records. There's no record of a husband, but I only have one long-term resident who's female. It goes by it looks like Tisha Lang.
That's the name.
That's got to be
That's
right.
not a name that you've heard at all.
Oh, is it?
No, it's not a name you've heard at all. But it's your only this is a female who's been here long term, and it seems.
What was the name? Just the DM.
Tisha Lang.
I like slap the desk like Tisha Lang. That's it. My apologies. I think I got it confused with just lots of different communications trying to find the right spot. We've been driving all day. I'm sorry about that.
Can't
Okay.
understand
Well, I
Raj
can't
sometimes.
just give you the room number. Do you want me to call up?
Yeah, give her a call. Tell her that is there like a bar there? Is like a hotel bar?
No, not. I wouldn't think that there's a bar necessarily. It's a Days Inn. You got the continental breakfast room that is like kind of a meeting room, but no one would ever meet there, so I don't know why they build them the way they do. And then you've got just the row of doors. I've got a lot of subtextual complaints about building that's gonna seep into Shadowrun locations.
And I'll just be like, yeah, that's her. Just tell her that Joshua is here. We've been traveling all day, just trying to meet you. Trying to get in contact with her.
So she puts her fingers up to her ear, the universal sign of the comlink. She's like,
Yumi, which one of us is Joshua? Do I have to pretend to be Joshua?
No.
Nope,
Nah.
that would be a bad
And
plan.
I will deliberately point it at Nozzle as Joshua
Why the fuck am I Joshua?
because
Joshua
Dark
Nozzle?
gave her both of our names already. And Niceburn is wearing a helmet.
Yeah, so we don't even know what the fuck he looks like. He could be Joshua. He could be goddamn anybody. What are you doing?
Darb
First
is very
instinct.
good at being anyway.
For fuck's sake.
so she says, yeah, there's four people to see you. Yeah, I know it's weird because I know some people just went up there.
Oh.
Yeah, it said they were friends of Joshua. Okay. All right. I'll give him the message. And she puts down the comlink and she's a little bit confused because what she heard was a little out of character for what she knows of the individual. And she's like, she said that now isn't a good time, but she's happy to have you come back. She wanted me to give you her room number.
Okay.
And so she says room 211. She says the stairs are just over that way. And she's like, there were a couple gentlemen who came in earlier. I guess she's still maybe doing business. Not my place to step in.
Hey, I'm gonna sneak away.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
cute.
no,
right there.
I think we can. I think I can do something.
I say, like, yeah, do you guys have like a really nondescript meeting room for that? I don't know why it would be there. We could just like hang out there for a little bit until she's
Yeah,
ready.
it's right across the hall. You should be able to see it just around
It's
that
the one
corner.
with nobody in it. Got it. Yeah.
Yeah, nobody's ever in it. But if you guys want some of the continental breakfast, it looks way better than the Stoker's coffee continental breakfast. But there's none of like the eggs out. It's just the pastries. You know, if you want a nice Danish, that's out still.
Yeah. And so I try to keep her talking like very quickly, like a little bit, while like Night Sprinter tries to like.
Hey,
start
yeah,
her
like,
out.
Immediately going to the stairs.
And
trying to be
She is a
unseen.
young woman working a desk.
And I'm gonna
She was
fucking
curious about you.
Come like, hey, fucking Darkwing Duck, where you going?
My name is not Darkwing Duck.
It's a good one though.
My name,
It's a good call
my name is
sign.
Night Splinter, but I'm going to go investigate the situation
Okay.
without alerting any of
Sure,
the potential
great, but
hostiles
also
that
I
have
can
gone to our
look-
location.
I can look for camera footage. I can do all sorts of things without you having to actually get up there.
Oh, I see. Well, you should get started on that.
Click.
That checks out.
Two front effort.
That's-
Night Sprinter, it's Darb. Can you hear me? Night Sprinter?
Yes, Darb, I can hear you.
Did you know Nozzle's first name is actually Joshua?
Oh no, I messed. I could pick up my phone. I messed up. I'm sorry.
Well, to be fair, I figured that his name might not really be Nozzle, but you never know. I didn't want to assume anything.
Maybe it's Jozzle.
I just figured in the spirit of everyone like giving their real first name, is your first name Knight, or is your last name Knight Sprinter? Or do I address you as Mr. Knight Sprinter, or do I address you as Knight? Like, I'm very confused what your first name is.
Night Spinner is okay.
That's not what I asked. Darb
Yeah.
Darb wants to know your first name because Knight
He's like
Sprinter's
a
like 4
he's like a
syllables.
he's like a one name kind of guy like McLovin. It's okay.
It's the most common name in the world, you idiot. Read a book.
All right, so it sounds like Nas wants to do some stuff. What do you want to do, Nas?
So if we're going into that meeting room, I should be able to crack in from there. Gonna
You have a
do.
computer there?
Always.
He doesn't need a computer. This place is wireless.
Oh.
See if I can't get in. See if there are cameras. Certainly not in the rooms. I can't imagine. Maybe there would be, but in the hallways, and if there is a record of anybody getting in, so I can see what we're possibly dealing with.
Okay. And this is still in like a city proper, and they care a little bit about security.
Well, just
Not
one
like-
more slight thing. Also,
Sure.
also I want to check, see if I can do any kind of cross-referencing of the name, if it's anything
Yeah.
that pops up. Anywhere.
So, the first thing is, there's going to be theoretically, right? It's a secure-ish location. People don't just want people to be able to bounce into stuff. So I'm going to need a hack on the fly to access their system.
Did we get a description of Tabitha? I can't remember. When we were talking to the doctor.
Oh,
like-
I have to select my token. It's yelling.
I
at me.
don't think
I
we
don't
did.
think you guys did. If we want to retcon a little bit of a
Nope.
description.
We made
Okay.
choices.
No,
Okay.
we did not get one. I don't think. I didn't write
No,
anything down.
I've never given a description because I just generated her image yesterday.
What was the fake? What was the
Oh.
or what was the other name again? I didn't write it down.
Tish Lang.
Tish Lang.
Tish
Tisha.
Lang.
Wait, Tish or
Uh,
Tisha?
Tisha. She goes by Tish. All right, 2 hits. That's enough to get in. Barely. So you basically you get a mark on the kind of entrance node into the system, and in front of you in Matrix Land, you see the
Blonde,
layout of
Redhead.
you see the layout of the hotel, and there is essentially you can access the computer system that the front worker was using, who I don't think I ever gave her a name. Let's call her
Didn't ask.
Cindy, just in case it comes up. She's got a name tag that says Cindy.
Hmm.
And you also see individual feeds that are coming from cameras from throughout the building. There's one on each floor, on each end of the stairwell, and then one center that's like a dome camera. So that basically you have cross views and then a center view at the end. It's a fairly long hallway. And then you have access to various other things. There's some fire suppression systems. There's some
Worth
vending
noting.
machines, and there is a data storage that is behind the primary computer.
So when you're talking data storage, are you talking footage of like from those cameras, or
If you want to do a matrix perception to see if you can suss out what might be located where.
4?
Ooh, nice.
Or yes, so you can see that as far as data flow goes, the cameras are all going through her kind of it goes to that data storage unit and then feeds to her computer. So you could either access her computer directly or access the data storage remotely. So you can do both remote, but you could technically access it physically if you were at her terminal, but also you have better access.
Say that one more time, because I don't think I followed.
Basically, all of the feeds
Yeah.
are going to her data storage unit, which is then to the
To the front
PC
desk
access.
persons. I think you just said her, so I was thinking of Tish's. And I
No,
was
no,
very
no, no.
confused.
No, no.
Okay. Yeah, I'll go from her terminal.
Okay, so you want to hack into her terminal in particular?
Sure.
Okay. Let's just say you got to get a mark on it, basically,
All
to
right.
convince it that you have access.
Hacking on the fly.
While he's doing this, Darb is gonna just kind of touch his cheek and see if it's like the same thing with Yumi when he does.
Nope,
his.
I'm not in Hot Sim. For what it's worth.
This is basically AR.
Yeah.
So you can still talk to Darb while you're doing
Yeah.
your
Don't
thing?
fucking touch me. Stop it.
I had to make sure you weren't like Yumi. My bad.
Okay, give me a second here because I meant to look this up, but I don't think that there is a counter to your mark because there's not anything actively opposing. So as long as it's a reasonable roll, I think I'm good at giving you a
Okay.
mark. 1 second.
3.
Can't remember. It's been a long time. Do you
Or
remember off the
get
top of your head?
More hits.
No, but I do have a document that I can look at real fast.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure it out here because there's no opposing roll that I can think of.
Like the
security of the
defense
system
test
theoretically.
is, I mean, if I have it, hacking and, oh, sorry, no, it's int plus firewall. That's what it is.
Int plus firewall, but that's like.
So if it's an
I guess it would just be firewall.
unsecured thing, then it's firewall twice, or maybe, or is it just firewall?
I guess it's just firewall.
Okay.
And this is going to be a basic computer, so it's only going to have a 2, so it's not going to be able to beat you anyways. That's
Okay.
what I was going to roll with it. So
Okay.
all right, so you get a mark on it. You can access it.
If you don't mind, what I might do is try to triple mark it and have full access.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Just don't glitch out.
What do you think I am? Chance? 3. So
Okay.
it's
That's enough, I believe, to get 2 marks on it,
okay.
right?
And that's 2 marks. Yep. And then I'll do one more,
And then, oh yeah, you got to do one more because you could have risked another one.
and then 4.
Perfect. You're good.
So admin access.
Yep.
All right. Let's see what I can see.
So, as you dig through the computer, just some notable things that you're seeing is you absolutely see the camera feed.
Alright.
So we'll go over that in a second. As far as data, you can see that Tabitha was the name previously on the room, and then it was switched in the last 3 weeks, 4 weeks, roughly a month, to this new name of Tish Lang.
hey,
It's the same room that Tabitha was in.
this is the same room that Tabitha was in, but it was switched to Tish Lang. I don't know if they're the same person or not yet, but I'm working on it.
So then
want
you-
Darby to go knock at the door?
Not yet.
Okay, so, and then I'm assuming you want to look through the camera footage?
Yeah.
Okay, so you very quickly peruse today's, and about 30 minutes before you guys arrived, roughly, a little bit longer, maybe 45, there are a group of very obviously 3, oh, 1 second, hold please. I gotta remember the number.
He says 3. 30.
4. 4 very obvious security personnel dressed in black and red. And then there is just some general foot traffic, but
When you
coming
say
in
black
right
and
with
red,
them,
do I recognize
you would
this?
recognize that these
All right,
look
they're
like
fucking
Renraku
Renraku. Yeah, okay.
agents. Correct.
Hey, we got 4 Red Raku fucking suits coming in.
But they are not in gear that you would think that they are their elite strike force.
Yeah, so
This
that's
is
not
more
like the samurai, but like,
a
but
security response
yeah.
type of team. Yep, correct. For those that don't know, let's do some background on Renraku, right? Renraku's colors are generally red and black. They are known for having one of the most elite corporate forces on the planet, which is their Red Samurai. Nas, do you want to go over your backstory real quick?
Nope.
This might be helpful.
Not yet.
Okay, we'll hold that in. But Nas is aware of them and notices that these are just general, maybe the mid-level grunts of Renraku. And a quick peruse of the feed. About 4 hours before that, you see an individual enter. It's a young female, and she is coming up in a moment.
But we have no idea if this is her. 'Cause we didn't get any.
This was-
she
Wait.
doing something later, or what's
I am looking at her right now.
So
That's
this was the person that went into the room that.
So this is the person that went in before these individuals came. So this is presumably Tish Lang.
Okay.
And Nas, very quickly, there's plenty of data on this server to go back further.
if I can go
This
back
time period.
during the Tabitha time period?
Yep, goes back to the Tabitha time period. Same person, same face.
Okay, yeah. All right, I got confirmation, visual confirmation on the cams here that Tish is Tabitha.
Okay.
Actually,
And you
if it's
said
Carlisle,
I'll like calm you quick. I guess I'm fucking next to you.
Yeah. Well, it's coming through on the comm. I'm not saying it out loud.
I was assuming this was all.
Yeah.
I'll use my comm too and just be like, should we be worried about these Renraku guys? Like, should Night Sprinter see if there's something going on up there, and then we just
fucking
be ready?
Hey, Nightspring, do not fucking engage. Listen, you could probably take all goddamn 4 of them, but if you do, it's gonna garner some goddamn attention.
I'll stay on the low. Keep an eye out.
And if anything, stay on there. If you hear anything, she might be in trouble, man.
I'll keep my ears open.
And so you access the actual cameras because while you were perusing, you would have seen no one's in the hallway, except for one individual who's just kind of against the wall over towards the eastern stairwell.
What are they wearing?
Just strange.
Oh, just
street
a
clothes.
person. Okay, not like an obvious Renraku stand up.
Give me a perception, will you?
Perception.
Just a perception.
Dude, she looks so much like Vanessa Carl. It's insane. Huh.
3.
3, plenty. You put 1 and 1 together. This person was the person that walked in slightly separate from the strike group.
Okay.
And they seem to be sitting in the hallway. Because 4 of them were in legitimate Renraku garb, and 1 of them was just in plain street clothes that may or may not be that came in at the same time.
So he's out in the front of the door of the
He's down the hallway. No one in
down
front
the
of the
hallway,
door
okay.
proper.
Okay.
But he's on the second floor. Just
Leaning against the wall, smoking.
In
Inside
the building, this fucking asshole. Nice for to fuck him up. No, I'm just kidding. Yogi Bear wouldn't allow this shit.
You mean Smokey the Bear?
No, Yogi Bear's got to come for his picnic basket.
We don't know how the smoking's in the buildings.
Just saying, Yogi Bear probably wouldn't be cool with it either.
Thanks, Night Sprinter.
Do you, okay, question for you, John. Because of my glitch, and I'm fine if you say this one or another, armor is technically something I have to sustain. Am I sustaining
You
this,
cannot turn it
or
off. You've applied it to your armor, and
Got it.
you have lost control of the spell. Is how we're going to play this.
okay? So yeah, okay. That
You
sounds good.
you are no longer sustaining it. You can do a different spell, but your armor
yeah.
until the spell wears off
I
end of
gotcha.
day is affecting your armor.
Like, from a
Okay. No.
concentration
Yeah.
standpoint?
That makes sense. I'll just be like, hey, we can sneak Darb up there quick too. I can turn him invisible and he can just walk on up there too, and in case Night Spinner needs some backup quickly.
I was under the impression that we were avoiding engagement until we had further information.
Okay, that's fine.
But 2 things. Darb first wants to know. You said you were going to keep your ears open, but doesn't the helmet
Oh my
technically
goodness.
block your ears? I'm just trying to get an understanding how the helmet works.
Yeah, I can hear.
And then 2, yes, we were trying to be quiet, but like, do we even know this is the right person that we need to go after? And how do we, like, Nas said, is she okay?
Yeah, we need to figure out if she's okay. So first,
So do we just shoot first, ask questions after?
I think we observe for a second, and then
I'm gonna sneak in close was my plan, close enough to not be noticed and try to listen in and see what's happening.
cool.
For what it's worth, Nas would be able to, these people are all wireless on, are aware that they all have automatic weapons, that they all have comm links, that they all have essentially smart eyes, goggles, and that they're not super chromed up, but they're not your
Armed.
average.
They're there to
everyday
fuck. Yeah.
force. Yep,
Okay.
yeah.
They're armed. Yeah.
Would this is just me asking. So like him tacking in, would they know unless he glitched? They wouldn't know that
unless
he's
unless he was
wirelessly-
trying to access their information. No, but if they were actively observing around for incoming people,
If they had
you
somebody
guys
else
are
in there,
wireless as well, they see you coming. So part of the wireless world of
spy on
Shadowrun
spy.
is that you're expected to be wireless on and available for most things, right?
Yep.
Because from a policing standpoint. But if you have illegal things, you don't really want those on in the world for people to
Sure.
see. So
My grenade
it's kind of a back and forth type of sort of cat and mouse. But they're part of an officially sanctioned corporate security force. They don't give a fuck. They're kind of extra above the law a little bit. They've got all the necessary licenses for everything they're carrying.
So, is what you're saying we could have DK hack into the mainframe and get information that way as well?
So DK has access to cameras. He has full access to the location. He has access to maybe potentially anything that you would think of in a hotel that might be particularly wired and useful. But as far as the room itself, it's still a hotel. They don't generally try to spy on people in the restrooms. It's he doesn't have a whole lot of access short of door access. He does have access to any of the doors and the mechanics to open and close and everything that way.
Okay, so
sorry.
Oh, no worries. Theoretically, then I sneak away and then I go up the staircase. And then by the time I get up to the second floor, I'm assuming it's going to probably.
I think that I
open
can
up into
push
some
the
kind of
feed
hallway.
to your eyes, by the way.
Right. And so I will probably see, because there's the guy waiting outside, right?
Yeah.
So there's the guy waiting outside. So I know he's waiting out there in the hallway. I'm assuming guarding the door. So before I step out into that area, I'll probably just wait. And then I'm curious if the layout of the hotel is in such a way, if there's going to be a window,
That's what I was thinking too.
because there is.
There are windows on all of the rooms, for what it's worth, because essentially it's just room on one side, room this side, kind of a box hotel with an entry that is almost like a forward chunk.
Do these stairs go to the roof?
There would be roof access at least on one end of the stairwell, sure.
Then I would like to go up onto the roof and see if I can't dangle over the side of the hotel on the side that I know the room is.
Hey,
And try to
Yumi,
listen through
I
the
got a
window.
question for you.
Yeah.
So I don't know how your shit works. When you do your projection thing, you can go into the room that she's in, and can you then like listen in, or how does that work?
Not super great. I kind of can. I can get like a general feel.
Yeah,
For
so
Oh, you get to feel the
tension.
emotions. That's right. Okay, great.
Yes. But the other issue is too, if they have an awakened, they could spot me. and
Ren
that's
Rocco,
gonna put-
I didn't see anybody that seemed like they'd be particularly adept. But
What about the clown down the hallway?
fucking, you might be right.
That's
I
what
didn't think
was
of that. Yeah. Would you be able to tell? Would you be able to tell
I
from here?
could. I could.
Or like, do you have to?
I would have to probably see him.
Okay, don't worry about it then. Don't worry about it. Well, my
right,
concern,
then,
like I said, my concern is for right this second her safety, because something's happening. While I'm doing this, can I flip back? Have she been visited by Renraku or anybody else?
No.
Okay, so this
If
is.
you go far enough back, you see Joshua enter the apartment on several occasions after Michael had disappeared, but before he disappeared.
Okay.
Right? So in that like 4 to 2 week time period right ago. And then before that, there's just her coming and going. So essentially, from a story perspective, she wasn't involved with Michael from this location very much. Joshua had found her here and had met on a couple of occasions here.
Okay.
Then am I cool to go dangle off the side of a building and be a peeping Tom?
You know what? Sorry, brief retcon. You would see Michael in here, just not super often. Like if you page back far enough,
Yeah, if I just
you
go
would have
full-
seen
like,
that
yeah.
came here from like for a run type of thing. Yeah. Just to confirm that she would have been here during the time period that Michael would have been here.
Okay. All right, so let's try to protect Marina Backer in here.
So sorry, Baji was trying to do what?
I would like to go to the roof and then dangle off the side of the hotel and try to listen in through the window, or at least get a gauge on the
Again,
situation.
so there's an east and a west. Nas would be able to tell that roof access is on the west side, which happens to be where this individual is standing near the stairs against the wall. He could theoretically unlock the roof if he would like to.
I could, yeah.
Excellent. I would love that.
Okay, so we're going to theater of the mind it for a little bit here. I'm going to bring you to the point where you would cross their floor. So 1 second.
No token.
Essentially,
I'm gonna keep Marina Backer on up though.
1 second, because I'm just going to give you all vision of it, because you've got camera vision and it's not
Yeah.
too exciting. Can you see now?
I can. I'm gonna.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, let's hide her then.
So this
Wow.
is Mr. Random over here. If you want to see it from floor level,
I
here's floor
really do
level.
actually. I can't see it
I
though.
do.
God damn it, I hate that. I wish I could set a defolt to have that.
There you
There's floor level.
Oh, Cola.
The vending machine. Okay, I got this, guys.
Okay, so back to this floor. So
I got
he is
this
gonna be
all
like
first.
right next to the stairwell, way over on the side. And this is going to be the wrong stairwell for what I said. He's heading over to the west stairwell. Depends on your point of reference, but for a northwest east sort of thing, he's standing next to the west. So Night Sprinter would get near the second floor, and he would look over at you. Well, no, let's give
No, he
me-
wouldn't.
Actually, no, he wouldn't.
I was
Because you were
gonna say.
speaking.
Shall
Then
I?
we're
I
going to
will.
do an opposed sort of sneak versus his perception then.
There we go.
I could have helped
Excellent.
you. Fuck.
I probably won't need it. Let's see.
I believe in you. A little bit less now.
That's not
It's a
bad.
little bit.
You also had 3 misses there.
When you're rolling 12, you're fine.
Where is his
Uh-huh.
shit here? One second.
You had 4 misses there. Jesus.
Jesus, I should learn how to do fucking character shit. What was perception again? Someone who looked it up. It's basically
What do you mean?
In,
Perception and then
plus
intuition? Is that what you're looking for?
oh, he has okay. It has a perception skill that I couldn't find because
Good.
I'm an idiot. Got it. There we go. Ha!
Damn it.
He critical glitches.
Excellent.
So
Oh.
not only does he not see you, he basically gets a personal call at that exact same moment,
Oh, really?
and he has to leave the building. So
I'm gonna go step into. Oh my god! Yes.
So not only does he not see you, but he is so distracted by other things going on, he leaves the location for a while. He's currently not
Does-
there. He walks down to the lobby, and just outside, you guys see him walk past from the first floor.
Can-
Those who are sitting there, he's being very loud on his phone, saying, "What happened to my mom?" And he walks out the front door.
Can I get a quick like as he's walking past? Can I like try to sense and see if
You
he
absolutely
is-
can, and he is not awakened.
Okay.
Can I fuck with his comm link so that this very important call about his mom not doing well takes much longer than it otherwise would?
Wow.
You can keep on like turning it off and on potentially
Yeah,
if you
just-
want to while he's going by, just add static and noise to it. What,
Dot,
so let's
dot.
have you hack on the fly into it and
Okay.
see if you get caught doing so.
You asshole. Dot, dot, dot.
You are the
Dot, dot.
scum of the earth. That poor guy and his mom. He has no idea what's going on right now.
6.
Plenty.
Holy.
So tell me specifically what you're doing to his comp link.
I'm gonna interject static. Do my best to just like have words cut out on both sides so that like
Okay.
both things aren't really happening, and
Okay.
he's gonna do that like stupid thing with your cell phone when you're like, what the fuck?
Yeah, totally. So he's just like,
Yeah.
so he's now walking out not just to the front, but he's walking up and down the road.
Oh
trying to get
wow.
better reception.
Oh wow.
And he's worried. He's having a bad day. So Night
I'll-
Spitter continues up to the roof. If
Oh
there's
wait,
anything you wanna
will
do
it see?
during that
Do
time
I
period,
see
yes.
him like leave the hallway? Do I see
Oh, yeah,
that he
you
like?
absolutely- he ran past.
And I'm just.
Otherwise, I can
I'm
tell you.
I'm changing my plan. I'm just walking up to the door now and just gonna listen through the door right there if I can. Yeah.
Okay, Chance, what did you want to do?
I was gonna see if Dar wanted to go up there to him, could turn him invisible.
Hey, if you do, I got an idea.
What's the idea?
Checking my stuff.
Just for backup, and if things get hairy, Dar can.
Yeah,
Cool,
fair enough.
right.
Well, I got like some microphones and stuff that I got on me that we could chuck up there and try to get some listening.
Let's see what Night Sprinter. Let's see what Night Sprinter gets first. Here,
Fair enough. I don't know
before
what he's got on him.
So a
also
question.
as
Night Sprinter, you were heading upstairs. The last thing you comms was that you were going to the roof to then try to figure out a window access.
oh no, I
Do
mean
you-
I
Do you tell
I've,
them that you're changing the plan?
yeah I absolutely here. Let me get that.
Okay.
Let's RP that.
I just want to make sure like intention might matter here. So
Change of plans. Looks like this guy's got some stuff going down with his mom.
Yeah, he's gonna be fucking busy for a while.
Dude, we
You're
said
kind of a
his
sick
mom's
fuck for that, but I'm going in.
Hey, I do what I do.
So sorry, Chance. What? Just to finish your part before, right? So Baggio's
I'm gonna wait and see what
He's
Baggio's
looking
got.
up. He's looking down the hallway. He's deciding to go hallway. Guy made it to the front door. DK hacked into his shit and is making his life miserable. Anybody else doing anything in this moment before Baggio gets to the doorway?
I'm gonna wait for a comm, but my initial plan, my first thought here is, I can send Darb up there invisible to kind of be like a little surprise brute in your face for a second if he's gonna need some backup here. But I'm gonna hold off on that. I'm gonna see what Baggio's got first.
Okay.
Or what Night Sprinter's got first.
Okay. Baggio, if you want to give me a perception from the door to see what you might be able to hear. Now, this is through a fairly reasonable door. It's not quite current days in level. It provides a little bit more security than that, but it's not great either. So, but it doesn't have like a 6-inch gap on the bottom like you see at Days In lately. Days In, not a sponsor and never will be.
Well, I
That's specific.
decide that I'm gonna go ahead and use a little bit of my edge lordness to be extra cool in this moment because I really want to hear what's going on.
The edgelord is edging.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. Oh, those came out of nowhere.
I feel like a
Those
5
are
is gonna
those
do.
are the rerolls.
It's gonna do okay.
The 6s. Okay, five is plenty. So you basically tune up the sound in your helmet. I'm assuming there's some acoustic amplifying device somewhere in that. And you put your helmet up against the door, and you hear some muffled voices, but you make out a couple of words, and you hear kind of the sound of someone punching meat. And you hear, we can be at this all day.
Oh, that's not good.
And you hear her spit. Fuck you, you get nothing from me.
Okay.
This has been going on for a while though. You can tell that she's tired.
Sounds like they're conducting a pretty heavy interview. I don't think she's got a lot of time left.
Oh,
Garvin, you come up there?
I don't know about you guys.
And voice of reason, if you have anything you want to chime in on,
I need to hear what your intention is.
my intention. I'm so glad you asked. If there is in any way, shape, or form a way for me to quietly open this door, I'm gonna try to quietly open this door, pull out my weapon, and I am going to go in.
Stealth mode?
And stealth mode and try to take out 2 before the other 2 notice. That's what I'm gonna go for. So, yep.
So if I like I know that we're juggling things here, but number one, am I image linked to what he's seeing? I don't think we really explicitly said that. I would have probably wanted to. Your microphone fucked up, John. Can't hear you. Oh, okay. Not talking.
Oh, he's trying to do the God voice.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Like I'm gonna.
Okay, so first thing, right? To go back to normal voice real quickly here. So there's no reason you wouldn't have been, so I'll allow that, right? That you were watching what was going on.
In my head, I was, but I didn't say
your other stuff. I'm sorry. What was your second question?
Did I have a second?
What was your second question, DK?
I don't know if I had a second question.
Oh, okay. So I didn't know if.
Well, like if I see him moving towards the door and opening it as soon as I can, I'm gonna tell these other 2 what's going on.
Sure. So the door, as you go towards it, is locked. But I would
I can. Would that be? Oh, would that be?
My
palming?
question, yeah. So I don't love that I interrupted it a little bit, but like, are you trying to bust in, or are you trying to sneak in? Is really the question.
Well, if it's
Before
gonna
I
be
do God voice here,
if it's gonna be locked,
pretend you don't know that. You didn't ask.
Oh.
Right? Like no one asked if the door was locked, so I think You've got
I
to
was-
make a character choice of whether you were going to test it or whether
no,
you
I
were
was-
just trying to go through it.
I said I was going to sneak in and then
Okay.
try to take out 2 of them,
Okay, so
but
so
then
you were sneaking.
I was sneaking,
You
and
did
so
say
I
sneak, yeah.
gently test
Okay,
the
I'm
door
fine with that.
handle,
Okay.
and
so 1
then
second.
yeah.
Now I gotta bring this shit up.
like in that moment, like everything kind of goes like black and white and time freezes as I reach for the door. Just like
Isn't that like to try to become human or something shit like that? Where everything just slows down just a little bit till you make your choice.
Oh wait, do I have something funny? Hold on.
Perfect. No one can hear you. God damn it! Fucking thing! I almost got it.
I reach for the door handle and time slows for a moment.
I was like, what was that sound?
I don't know why it's not working. So
Oh,
It's
is your
okay.
voice mod not hooked up to your your voice thing? Is that what it is?
well, so it's not. So I have to go in and switch it every time currently. And I switched it, but it's not picking it up for some reason, and I can't figure out why.
Use your most booming voice.
Yes.
One second.
Let me hear
Let me try one
Jonathan
other thing.
Boom.
Because we're in input, we're in sure microphone. Hello, test one. Nope, it's not picking that up.
Try again.
There's also multiple bass drops I could have used. I could have used this one.
All right, we're just gonna. Night Sprinter. Escop?
Yes, I remember you, yeah.
I think that testing the door is a good idea. Perhaps
You
has
think
first
so?
instance at opening it. But there are 4 people in there. Are you strong enough to take them out quickly if they're armored?
Perhaps, considering the fact that these 4 individuals are a bit tough, it might be best to at least wait for backup before I go in guns blazing, seeing as we have a living Wolverine on our side.
These aren't just wieners from before.
Yes, I wouldn't want to run into something tougher than some wieners.
No one ever does.
These red rockets, I mean Ren Rakus, could be a difficult thing to fight against.
You beat me.
Okay.
Fuck you, bitch.
So, via intervention, you can go against it. It's not necessarily life-changing advice. However, there are 4 well-armed people who you may be able to get a surprise round off of one of them. But the idea of I'm going to kill 2 of them instantly is likely not going to occur, and you will be met with an issue of time. Keep in mind, combat rounds are, I think, 3 seconds if I remember correct. I'd have to look. 3 or 6. I believe 3 in Shadowrun.
Yeah.
And so, how many seconds it will take your friends to run upstairs? Maybe a significant number of 3-second increments, and no one is near you. So,
All right.
just to put that into perspective, think about how fast Night Sprinter can run. Roughly 150 feet,
What?
and divide that in 3-second increments is how many rounds of combat you may have to deal with alone versus 4 people.
All right. Then in that case, I'm gonna get on comm.
But if you want to test the door and kind of scope it out, do you have any sort of devices that would allow you, like, you don't have any fiber optic cables or anything that allow you to look around stuff, do you?
Nothing super fancy like that. No, not anything installed. I don't have.
He has a
I'm
mirror.
not.
Do you have a mirror? You can like for the purposes of retconning your character, I'd be fine if you had some reflective surface to like open the door slightly and look around.
I definitely do. Yes, I do have a reflective surface on me. So can I use that to look around?
Sure, why not?
Okay. Then I suppose I'll give it a slide.
Give me a sleight of hand to open the door and without being noticed.
Okay. I'll get a little
Well,
peek.
it's not open yet, though, right?
It's not open yet. No. So you test the door.
Yeah, that's the.
It's locked. So you
It's
need
locked.
to.
And while I'm unlocking it, I am radioing the guys.
So it's not a physical lock. You got nothing to unlock.
I'm gonna see if I can get a visual on the situation, but I'm gonna need some help up here soon.
Yeah, hey,
I
we're
hear-
going. We're moving. We're moving. Go.
I'm
Go,
gonna
go, go.
cast-
And
I'm gonna
then I
cast
start to-
invisibility. I'm gonna cast improved invisibility on Darb.
Okay.
And Darb, I'm gonna be like, Darb, hey, the old glass knives trick, and I'm gonna cast improved invisibility on you.
Love
The old
and
glass knives trick.
Force 4.
which?
All four hit.
Okay.
So, and I have to resist. I have to resist drain. I take no drain.
Woo!
Perfect.
And so with the invisibility, just so you're aware,
Yes.
Yeah, I was just trying to figure
it's
out
improved
what that
invisibility.
is.
So he's not detected even by cameras. So the magic is better than
Damn.
cameras and stuff like that.
That's pretty crazy.
He is completely invisible, and it's resisted by intuition plus logic. So someone has to be able to determine that there's somebody that's invisible there, essentially, by intuition plus logic. But obviously, if he starts hitting stuff, they could probably get a decent guess. But I guess that's on you if you want to.
Yeah, I'll have
somebody
to
hitting for
figure
somebody
out what that is
invisible.
real quick here, which is fine. We'll
But yeah,
figure out what
is
old
there-
glass knives does in a room of 4 people. Your first attack
there-
will be with surprise, essentially. I guarantee that.
Figured
much.
it could be fun for him to break down a door and then not to see anything. Or just fly.
Is if I do any action, am I turned on invisible or okay?
Nope.
And I'm still just an AR, and I'm gonna be running up there. John, I have a question about how, and I'm pretty sure that's how this works in 5th here, but I can only affect one person with like my pop-up ability, for example. I can only affect one person, or can I like split dice in the same way that you do multiple attacks?
House rule on the moment, because I already think that Decker impact in combat is underutilized in 5e. You can split dice if you would like, keeping in mind that that may go against, right, the firewall that they have on whatever they're using, and you might.
And it is Morocco, so maybe, but like, I'll try it.
Yeah, nope. And you don't know what that firewall may be on some of these people's gear
Yeah.
without, right, taking a moment to matrix percept what gear they have. So.
And I got a six hits on my roll for the door, John.
For doing what? Sorry.
For opening the door and trying
You're
to
not
take a
opening
sneak.
Oh, for the palming. Yeah. So the
Yeah,
missing point of this, which I'll just feed you, is as a cohesive unit, the door has no way to open it if it's locked, unless it's electronic in nature. So you may have to ask your buddy who has access to the system to unlock the door.
Oh, I thought that I was gonna have to roll for palming there.
No, so
Never
you
mind.
need him to unlock it. Your palming is to see if you can open it slightly,
Oh,
look around it, and get a visual without them seeing that you're doing this.
well then.
Hey, I know you're doing a lot on the fly here, but can you crack this door open for me so that I can get a peek?
Yeah. Give me a second. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna delay until the other guys are there.
Sure.
Yeah, and I'm gonna comment. I'm gonna say, yeah, Darb and I are coming up. You'll see me. You won't see Darb.
And I'm just an
That's
AR,
honest.
so I can be moving around too. I'm not gonna notice anything if there's anything going on, but
Yeah.
I'm gonna casually like walk through. I don't know what Darb's gonna do if he's invisible, but I'm not trying to make it like a scene in the
For the
lobby.
sake of argument, okay. So the lobby girl is sitting there. She saw 2 people go. Well,
Oh yeah,
technically,
because it's in front of her.
she saw 3 people go in. No, it's kind of tucked around the corner. You know, the front desk doesn't always see everything going on in the continental breakfast of a day's in. So y'all,
Really on her phone.
to her best of her knowledge, so she didn't see Night Sprinter leave because he snuck through. Did not see Darb leave, but saw Chance because Zero
and-
Sneak just nonchalantly walk out.
Yeah, and
sees-
if she looks at me, I'm gonna hold up my phone. Like, oh, gotta call. I'm gonna take him the stairs quick. And I'm just gonna keep on like pretending that I'm.
She says, "What a fucking boomer using a phone." And then sees DK walk through augmented reality and like, what a weird day at work. And so now all of you are kind of heading up the stairs, second floor. Let me get all your tokens here. Okay.
Which door is it?
Sorry, this door.
Okay. I'm gonna hang out back
Yeah,
here.
wherever you guys want to move or do. You've now
I'm-
approached the hallway.
All right, I've already rolled, so I'm
Okay.
ready to go whenever.
We're gonna assume he said DK unlocks the door, and you open the door.
I'll give you a nod as I walk in.
Your roll was a 6, and give me a second.
So, my intention was, as we get up there, do I detect that these guys are on the inside with?
Absolutely, they're not running in any sort of silent. You see plenty of tactical gear.
Okay.
In this room with her.
I think that I'm going to try to split a pop-up sleaze attack between
Sleazeball.
Yeah, what does that mean?
So, just to keep in mind,
Mhm.
for the sake of argument, this team is on mission. They are interrogating a suspect. If they have a whole bunch of shit start to go wrong with their stuff, they may set up for some sort of situation.
Well, my hope is to time it that, like, doors open, two of them suddenly are on the internet in 1997, and like there's pop-ups everywhere, and they just distract me. This, yeah. So it gives them a penalty to all actions
When we go in,
Yeah.
on it. Okay.
I'm fine with the timing of that.
Okay. And I'm gonna push the limit on it.
So let me first
You
deal with.
need to unlock the door though first, don't you?
Well, he did.
I already have.
So
Well,
I
DK
want to
did.
give every player their agency. So Baggio was asking to open it. DK, do you open the door?
Yeah.
Okay. Baggio then.
Like, once I'm there,
he was
then,
opening
yeah.
it with palm, right? Did his thing.
Yeah.
So he has a 6, and now let me just roll for anybody noticing it. One moment.
Did they hear the click? All this was for naught. He hears the click and turns and shoots. the wall,
Well,
or
you
the
know,
door.
plans work till they don't work.
Just you hear a shotgun shot on the other side.
It's all right. I'm pretty quiet.
Okay. He doesn't notice you.
So then, am I able to do?
What do I see?
So you see, and I'm just gonna give you vision of the apartment here.
I'm ready.
Do you have cyber eyes? You do, right? Some sort
Yes,
of.
I do.
Okay.
Mhm.
And everybody but Chance does.
Great.
Okay,
Yep.
Chance,
Mm.
don't look at your screen until I tell you to look.
Oh boy.
Okay, 1 second. So as you look in, you can tell that there's 2 individuals near the door.
Where's the door? Oh, this is the door down
there.
here. Okay.
Yep. They have her basically in the center. She's got handcuffs on, and they just keep pounding on her and picking her up, basically. And you've got the dude basically just chilling, and the dude actually doing it.
Okay.
Okay.
And I can broadcast that to everybody except for Chance, so they could see.
Yep. So everybody can see this other than Chance. You guys can describe it to Chance, so I'm fine that he's hearing this.
Okay.
Right? He's just going to have to show up and then have to deal with immediate initiative and not technically know where everybody was ahead of time.
So
Not
I
as
have
much as him, but-
I have access, like I can see, like cyber eyes, for example. Like, this is my intention to have the pop-ups pop up. Okay.
Sure. So who would you like to impact? I think that you could plan that based off his.
I'm gonna
fight.
go with we've got the. I'm gonna go with the 2 far ones that I'll impact.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. If he's going for the 2 far ones, then I'm gonna shoot the one closest and to the left. And
Okay, let me
Darb,
just
if you want to
hold
take
this
the one on the
1
right.
second.
Okay.
So, give me 1 second here.
I could technically take both.
That is true, actually. I forgot about that.
Just want to check. Okay, firewalls are the same. All right. So let me understand intention here. Chance can. 1 second. Let me kill it here.
Yeah. Bring my chance back.
Chance can come back.
I'm back.
Hey!
What? No, I can't see.
Hey!
That's fine.
Oh, I see.
We're
I
here.
understand now. I understand now. All
Yeah,
right.
yeah. And then we'll bring you onto the map in a moment because you're obviously coming through the door, right?
Cheat
So
code.
you were doing the
back
two
door.
further back.
Bang, bang. FBI, open up.
At the same time, how are we going through the door? Someone describe to me what the plan is. Because I'm not going to give everybody a free shot, is how I'm going to do this. Because
I
it
won't
is
get
a
a shot.
single
100%.
it is a single person doorway. And you can only jam so many people through it quickly enough to get off a shot. So I will allow a free shot.
Would it be then not wise for me to let the invisible blender machine go in?
As long as he doesn't do anything super overt that they would notice, I will give them a negative perception modifier of a variety to try and see him. He could potentially still get a sneak attack on someone over whoever's coming in first through the door.
Sounds like
Does
it's
that make
time
sense?
for you to lead the way, big guy.
Dart immediately kicks
Well-
over. No, I'm just kidding.
Full disclosure, I will not give someone a free shot if the way is blocked by a 10-foot tall fucking troll who just busted through a door. Do you understand?
I misunderstood what you were saying.
So if someone
Okay, so
wants
then
to
I'll
come
just
in fast and do something, and then Invisitroll comes in and does something. That
That's
makes
what you were
sense
saying.
to me. But if
Okay,
Invisitroll
then yes.
is blocking the entire fucking doorway and walking
Shoot the
within
hostage.
range of people, like
I'll
they might see him and be able to do stuff, and they're all going to be on super alert. So
John, would you give me a penalty for shooting the guy punching her? Or like, are they in any proximity? Can I wait till he drops her? Because you're saying he's dropping her every now and then, right?
yeah, I'm gonna say he's free enough that you're not gonna hit her. She's pretty slumped.
Then I'll pop a
And
shot.
as you guys come in, he's not gonna be
Oh,
holding her up
no.
anymore.
Oh, no.
All right. Then I'll
If you crit-
fire.
Full disclosure, if you critical glitch, you are going to hit her though.
Okay, that's unideal, and that would be bad. But I have faith in one thing, and it's my guns. That's it. Nothing else. I built this character for one thing. Okay.
Also, I
Yeah,
have
we're
my
going through a
roll
window.
for my pop-up attack up, but I don't know how to best split the dice pool in a way
So what is your dice pool on the pop-up?
that it's going to be 17 with the push the limit.
17. So we're splitting it to 2 people.
Yep. So 8 on one, 9 on the other, but I don't know I don't know how to.
Just roll the pools individually, and then I will roll their pools of their firewall.
Okay, so then I will do.
So call out who you're doing first, lefty or righty.
This one will be for lefty.
Okay.
6.
And short of him critical glitching here.
Where's some more dice? More dice.
Yeah, you very much hit him.
And then 9 for the other one. This is going to be on the righty.
Okay.
5.
Unless he critical glitches, you again hit him. Okay. They are both pop-up.
Okay, so is there like a thing in the same way that?
I can mark him with something.
No, I was going to try to put what this does in the chat.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe?
They have a
I'm
penalty
gonna
to all
say-
actions equal to the net hits against them. So a 6-die penalty and a 5-die penalty, respectively.
If you click the,
I'm going to put
If-
frightened on them as a status effect
Okay.
to indicate that they are.
Yeah, that'll work.
Toaster Bodge, if you want to say, if you click pop up one sleaze in the thing, it'll come up with the description that is there.
Nice.
Oh, okay. Here.
Where is it? Oh.
Like if you just click it in the chat.
Oh, okay. Yeah, there you go.
Wondering if-
All right. Well, there it is.
All right. Well, I
Um,
will go ahead and let's get this party
And
started.
one other very
Just
small
to
thing,
make
John.
sure that I'm understanding, what was the
Okay.
so net hits on each was 4? Is that
One
what
had
it is?
6, or it's is it net
Lefty
hits?
is
Yeah, it's net hits. One is
5.
6 and the other one is 5.
Okay, so 5 and there's 6 and 5. Lefty's 6,
Mhm.
righty's 5.
Yes.
Okay. Because I'm
I'm going
do their
to,
modifiers right away.
I'm going to Do it. So I'm going to do a push the limit on my attack that I just did.
Also, in terms of
And-
marks, this works as a hack on the fly.
Well, actually, no, I'm not. Never mind. Just kidding. Just kidding.
Okay, did that work? I don't know if that worked. We'll see. -6. Man, that is a hell of a negative influence.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was just
Well, I
remembering.
mean,
that.
I buffed the shit out of it, but yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, what was
Um,
that? Sorry, Bajir.
I've taken my shot. I said my cool guy catchphrase, and I took my shot.
Oh, I'm sorry.
and
And you were
That's
shooting
okay.
at which one?
I was
One
shooting at the
holding
one
her.
close that was hitting her. Yeah.
So he is going to. Why is he? Oh, because you did burst fire. Okay. 1 second. Do these guys have edge? I forget. No. So he gets hit. He's going to roll to soak. And he takes 9 physical.
Are we supposed to be seeing the room now? Or are we assuming that the door is open or no?
Nope. So he got his free shot on. And now what I'm actually going to do is bring everybody to the doorway to then start the initiative.
okay.
And start
Yay!
the actual encounter. Just give me 1 moment.
Combat! Combat! Combat!
Kind of hovering on the door here.
A little nervous
And
about this
then,
with Yumi having a
before we get
minus.
into this, we're gonna take a quick break so everybody can.
Ah, perfect.
Smart!
Oh. That's
Oh,
actually smart because I'm still looking up shit.
Perfect.
Yeah. This is the
Okay.
room.
Oh, this is gonna be so fun.
oh, so we all went in the room.
Uh,
that what
so
we're-
you are outside-ish, but the door is now yanked open. The only
'cause that
person
would- yeah.
who is essentially like seeing it, you guys can decide how you're entering or how you're doing here. But Baju has essentially taken a shot first. Oh, I shouldn't have even done the dodge. Actually, it's fine. It hit him anyways.
So yeah, Baggio shot. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, he
I'm-
was
yeah.
surprised
Essentially,
shot
I would
first.
be like kind of. I'm gonna hang out in the back for a little bit until I need to run in. But
Okay, with that,
wanna-
we're gonna start initiative for everybody. Hold please.
I'm trying to look up that edge roll again. Fuck.
What's the edge rule? What are you looking for?
The pre-edge for multi attack. I wanted to be able to increase my dice pool, and I'm trying to remember.
That's what I
Increase
just
edge
did.
on.
Yeah.
Yeah. What was it called again? When you do like your
Pushing the
Push
limit.
No,
Push the limit is the That's when you add the 5
There we go.
or add the edge
Okay.
score or whatever.
So everybody's been added to combat. You can roll your dicey dice.
Hey.
I gotta click my guy.
12. Oh my god.
Wow, you're
Wait,
gonna
what am
get to
I?
go twice, Chance.
I know the best
do
you
get a
can
plus
roll.
one.
It is the best I can roll, and I'm last.
Oh no.
Oh wow.
Okay.
The magic turtle.
All right. With that, we're gonna take a little break here. Let's say
5.
Look,
All right.
5.
5.
Let's aim for 8.
10.
8.
Okay.
I go to the bathroom.
Okay. Yep.
All right.
8 minutes. All right, BAB.
9:56. So weird.
All right.
All right, I'll be back.
We'll be back, Al. I'm gonna probably just leave it here.
Ah!
Well, no, we'll do this. Yeah, that'll be fine. All right. We'll be back. Well, no. Well, wait, people come back, they can hear y'all. All right, be back, y'all.
Wow, we're all getting back about the same time except for okay. Fuck.
Mm-hmm. Quicker than I thought. How's it going so far? How's the level of interactivity?
I haven't died yet, so I'm doing good.
I finally got to do the thing that was the first thing I did when making my character. So I was happy.
It would have been fun to see you come through one of these windows, though. I'm kind of sad you switched your mode of entry at the last second.
Well, it's not. I mean, you should blame it on the guy who critical glitched and just left the hallway. Like, well, I would love to take the door, actually.
The man's
Alright,
going to have a
so-
long story about being fired from Renraku because he left his post, so these people didn't have the situational awareness to deal with the incoming intruders.
Okay, so then I have an understanding.
Mhm.
My pool is 14. If I push the limit, I get to add my edge rating, which is 6. So it's 20. But if I'm doing a split attack, it is or multi-attack between 2. I split the dice pool by 2, so it's 10 each.
Hmm.
The 10 pool, the pool then, correct?
Read that to me one more time, but I believe yes.
Okay, my standard pool is normally 14.
14 with a limit of 15, if I remember right. Or is it 15 with a limit of 14?
I don't know what my limit is because it doesn't say on here.
does.
Not on for whatever reason it's showing limit 0, so I don't know why it's not showing my physical
I'm sorry.
physical limit is 14.
Yeah. Okay. And I thought your Spurs damage was, let me check. Oh, no, it's 14. So maybe you're 14. I thought it was one off, but whatever.
I thought it was a one off too, but okay, never mind. Anyways,
That's fine.
so then
14,
I push the limit. I push the limit, which my edge is 6.
Mhm.
So that's added to the pool. So
Mhm.
I could technically roll 20 on one guy,
Mhm.
but if I multi-attack among the 2 people,
Mhm.
it is 10 apiece then. My understanding on that?
Correct.
By not burning an edge, using an edge. We don't want to burn. No burning edges
Correct.
here.
You don't have to burn edge till you're like dying.
I'll never die.
That's the whole.
And there
Sorry.
was one other
Thanks,
question that
Motive.
I had.
I turned them
And
all off.
what does surprise do? Do I need to know anything special about surprise attack?
They cannot dodge the attack.
You are all gonna die. Oh, speaking of which, so I wanted to read the actual description of. I was trying to find the description for Invisible, and you casted that. Where is that? Improve invisibility. That's so cool that you can just click it and there you go. Boom. Has the spell, the effects, where you can
One of the
find it, the
benefits of
SR5.
using Foundry is that, well, I think actually some of the stuff
So,
we manually
the
added.
description that you're seeing there, I put that in there, but you could click the PDF
I was
thing
going to
there
say,
too
but
if you
being
want
able
to
to
see it.
click the PDF and stuff is kind of a neat addition.
I
Mhm.
see,
Yeah.
I see.
But
You did a great job
essentially,
placing it in here.
anyone who I mean, you're completely invisible. And it just says anyone who might be in position to perceive the subject must first succeed in resisting the spell, which is the spell casting test. And it's a intuition plus logic for them.
Yeah. So these people are going to have that opportunity to potentially see shimmery invisible man coming at them through the doorway, but they're going to have negative modifiers because they're also getting shot at and under fucking duress at the same time. So,
Okay.
unless
Yeah,
one of
'cause
them
that's
really rolls well,
that's what I'm wondering in terms of the timing. So they're going to actively look for, or are they going to be distracted by Baggio shooting or the gunshot by
they're going
Baggio?
to have a negative modifier, but they're going to be actively assessing threats.
Okay, gotcha. Okay.
I'm not going to give everybody a surprise attack round where everybody
Well,
gets murdered.
I'm just an invisible 10-foot guy. 10 feet, by the way. You made me 10 foot now? I'm really growing these days.
I mean, you're fucking tall. What are you? What is your
Large.
I was, well, I mean, according to this, I'm only a 5x5, you know?
What?
In terms of the.
Oh, no.
Oh,
How tall is your character?
Well, he started off at 7 foot, and then you guys all made fun of that as being a too small of a troll. So then I made him 8 foot, and now you're telling me that 10 feet is where I should be. So I'm gonna be 11 by tomorrow.
Okay.
I just pour a little water on it, and I grow every night.
By the way, because I know it's going to bother you, John, there are grid lines on this map,
Oh, thank you.
and I just want you to know that if you don't want your grid lines, you should take those off.
I hate good lines.
I know you do. I appreciate them
dumb.
because they help. Okay. What I heard was the grid lines aren't dumb. Toast is dumb. But that's a
No, the
conversation
grid
for my
lines are dumb.
that's a conversation for my
Mhm,
therapist this week,
mhm,
so don't
mhm.
worry about it.
What chips are you eating? Are those regular? Oh,
They're so good.
God.
I love being fat.
Those are like maybe the fourth. Those are the fourth best.
Okay, what's the number 1 and 2?
Well, Cool Ranch is just number one because you can
Nah.
dip it in things.
Nah, Cooler Ranch. When I was young, Cooler Ranch were top tier.
Uh huh.
Now, if I eat a whole bunch of them, I feel like ill afterwards. I don't feel great.
Well, don't eat a bunch of
These
them.
are fucking good
Like
all the way through.
5 or 7. 5 or 7 chips.
Sweet
Who's
chili's
ever had
respectable as
5
well.
chips?
Yeah, I have. It's
No.
horrible.
Half a bag every sit down. Doesn't matter the size of the bag.
Me too. Yes.
Just a little handful. My wife doesn't let me have more than a handful. She goes, pour it out your hand. This is your hand to eat. This is your hand to hold. That's all you get.
I'm trying to think of what my average just passive chip number is. Probably
What?
no less than 10.
Wife time?
On no chips that I
Like,
eat.
Yeah,
What
but
do
if you're
you
doing
how
the
many chips
average,
did you have?
I would say
No,
I
no.
would say my minimum is 10, but
okay.
average is half the bag, like John said. I start eating chips and then I stop when I don't feel good anymore.
Right. I was
That's
just
when I stop.
if I was under 25 chips ever.
Sorry,
Uh,
I pooped.
Imagine giving
Oh,
more
nice.
time, and he still takes even more time. This man. Okay.
Yeah, you said 10 o'clock on the dot,
Yeah,
didn't you?
well, I pooped. Sorry.
That's fine. I want to give time for people to be comfy. All right.
It's another one of those words.
So, what? Comfy?
Comfy.
It's a nice word.
Comfy.
Comfy?
Comfy, yeah. With your salsa.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
All right, on a bagel.
So, we have combat rating. Night Sprinter has taken a shot. And I'm sorry, Night Sprinter. I'm going to reduce your initiative because you have acted first in this situation. Okay?
Oh,
that's fine. Yeah, you can.
I don't
you
think
take me down
you
a peg.
get two. Yeah, I don't think that I'm going to.
I don't get 2
attacks.
turns
I'm
right
going
away.
to-
All right,
Yeah, no.
you're not gonna give me like a true surprise round for me. That's fine. I
They
forgive
don't
you.
really exist in Shadowrun technically,
Yeah.
from what I've read.
It's not in the same way.
If you are attacking with surprise, you hit is basically the difference. But it's not like
There you go.
everybody has a surprise round. So I'm going to count that
That's fine.
as your first damage round, which was a pretty good
I
damage
completely
round.
understand.
But,
I wasn't complaining.
I'm at
where are
26
we?
technically, by the way.
So we're at Dante.
Oh, yeah. So after hearing the shot, you just kind of just run between these two, and I'm going to try to impale both underneath their helmet strap. I'm going to try to impale both of them right in the neck as
Okay.
I'm running by,
Okay.
because I should be able to reach that. I got reach. I'm a
I
troll.
don't. I'm going to give it to you because I placed them where I did. Technically, they should be in melee, which is more of touching. But since we're in a gridless format, that's difficult to.
That's what you get
to
for no
ascertain.
grid.
We're keeping it loose.
Loosey goosey. All right. Yeah, that's less than. Look at that. That's less than a meter. I'm great. I'm fine.
It's more than a meter. What a measuring stick are you using? From center.
The
view-
one that Chance just put out there.
from
I
center
don't know,
view to this one
Oh,
is 1. From center view to this one is 1. Oh, never mind. That's
Oh.
a 1 meter.
The chances was popping up at like 0.5. That's why.
Oh, I was doing like edge to edge. That's why.
Oh, I see. You want me to get center
where
mass?
is just regular measuring?
The
Currently
you
measuring
click
your
the-
troll's
the-
wingspan.
Yeah,
right
token.
now.
it's not.
Control.
It's not under the measuring. It's under the token measuring. Got it,
Listen,
got it.
I know that your wingspan is as tall as you are. You just made me 10 feet. So whatever
you
that
are-
is.
You are pushing it with the meters to these people.
Mm,
But for the
mhm.
rule of cool, I will allow it.
Yeah. All right, so I am going to use an edge to push the limit. I believe I'm using the right language, which will have rule of 6. I don't know how to do that in. Is that doable in Foundry?
To split it and then, but still have the limit.
Yes.
So what I did was
Oh no, wait, it's right here. Push the limit.
yeah. So but then
I was gonna
also
say, to push the limit rules of your
and then just change
modify
your
it
edge.
down.
And then you add your one edge back because you're using one edge for both. And if you click the edge button there, it'll automatically deduct your edge.
Okay, so I'm changing the pool to 10. And then
Is 10 half?
push 10 is half, yeah.
So he is putting his before splitting it, and maybe this is wrong. I'll have to look. I didn't have a chance
Yeah.
to look. But
Okay.
he's pushing the limit and splitting the dice.
Yeah, that's what I
So
did
that
with those two guys
14
too.
plus the 6 is 20, and
Yep.
then essentially gets
Yep.
from that
Yep, that's the math. Yeah.
the exploding sixes, which is gross.
It's not rolling. Or if it did, I didn't hear anything. Roll!
Well,
Oh, there it goes. All right, so the first one is 5 hits, which is a success in some countries.
Is DK not getting a turn?
It's still
He's
his
up
turn.
Sorry.
first. Yeah.
I misunderstood.
All right.
okay. So before you do this, I was saying
Damn it.
that they're going to get a potential to perceive
Oh, yeah,
right
see me.
in coming through the door, because that will make a
See me.
difference. Because essentially you're going to give these people, if you hit them, and they don't have a chance to dodge if you are invisible. So let me see here. What was the
Intuition and logic.
I want it to be clear. Yumi is a master craft at this magic shit. And
Well, he
he
critted.
peppered a little extra invisibility on me, all right? I'm very non-shimmery, if that
You
makes
got the
sense.
max
It
invisibility score, if I believe.
Yeah.
Right.
and they have to see, what do they have to beat? Your invisibility was 4?
4, yeah.
Okay, so they have to beat a 4.
It says anyone who might be in
Um,
position to perceive subject must first succeed to resist the spell.
And sorry, it was intuition,
Intuition and logic.
logic. Okay, so
And
that
not
can be
mine,
cool.
his, right?
Intuition.
Yes.
Thank you. That could have been bad.
Intuition and logic.
Intuition plus logic.
Okay. So all of these people are going to try to perceive you. I'm going to start with the one on the bottom left closest to you.
Bottom up close. Bottom up close.
He is going
How do
to
I minimize
be
this? Oh, just like that. I'm stupid.
logic and intuition. And I'm going to give him a negative 2 modifier, I think.
13. Yep.
So here we go.
Didn't see
I
it.
not see you.
Ha-ha!
I don't know why I'm switching between them when it's the same goddamn dice pool.
Just think you're doing, your usual guard duty. Your boss is beating up a woman.
He does
You're
not
having a
see
great day, and then
Upper
some
left one.
invisible troll stabs you in the neck.
Super long arms.
Oh, they have pop-ups in their face. They ain't seeing shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, the ones in the back. Yeah.
Pop-up video.
Yep, the ones in the back, they could not possibly see you if they tried.
That's
based on
the
roll
intention.
count currently. So neither of them see you. You get a surprise attack round on the first 2.
Okay. And let me just so do I got to do this roll with the 10 again? And then the second one was the first one was a 5, the second one was a 7 for the hits.
Jesus.
Okay. So the first one is gonna go against the 5, which they cannot dodge. So ignore this roll.
I'm
Oh, no,
ignoring rolls.
I could just click the incoming.
Yes,
Nope,
I
that
think
applies. No.
so. Oh, okay.
I don't think I can skip it, so I just do the soak roll, I think, directly, which is damage resist, which is the pool of 16. And they would have 15 AP minus 2, so I need to modify my damage by negative 2. And roll. First one reduces it by 5 damage of the total 15. Takes 10 damage.
Does he take 15 damage? Because is the 5 hit roll over?
What? Sorry.
So if I have a 5 hit and he doesn't get a chance to dodge it, doesn't that 5 hit roll over to damage points then?
I thought that was built into the 15p that it lists below it, but maybe I'm wrong. 1 second. What is your spur damage?
I believe it is 15.
Oh yeah, it's DV15. So yes, then he's dead instead
20.
of knocked out. And the other one
This one 7. 22 damage currently.
rolls. Oh!
He survives?
How much did he get hit for? 7
Plus
15,
15,
16,
22.
18. Oh. No.
He's literally a murder ball.
10, 11, 12, 13, 14. He's dead too. He rolled
Shoink!
an 8. He rolled an 8 soak. Okay, it was pretty good before
That's
the
pretty
death
good.
hit.
Yep.
I was
pretty good.
proud of
Pretty
him.
good.
How would you like to describe? So you went for under the neck of both of them.
Went to the underneath the neck of both of them, and just all you see is kind of blood splatter against what would be like a luminescent or translucent a skin from the invisibility, and you just see blood draining down the blades onto the exterior of my body and starting to show shape or form to this invisibility.
Got it. Do you wish
And
to move more?
yeah, because if I'm understanding, that was only 1.8 meters. So I will go ahead and move another. I can move up to, because I was running. I'm going to run up to probably assessment. Well, you shot the guy on the right, correct?
Correct.
Yes.
Okay. Although she's in trouble, so I'm gonna run over to continue running as I did. God, switch it to this thing so I can move it. I'm gonna run up to behind him
Okay.
and just be on the ready to try to intercept any
Because
attacks.
you moved within distance of him, he is going to
Ooh.
intercept you.
I was gonna say, okay.
I wouldn't.
I thought
be
there was
too
only a way,
worried,
but
though. What?
I
Can
thought
you
there was
see
only a
him?
way.
There's only what?
I thought it was only when you run away from someone, but you're
No,
saying
it's when you
run
move within range.
within
of
range.
someone.
Okay, gotcha.
Correct.
No,
No,
Can he
it
see
doesn't
him?
measure distance.
yeah, can he
Oh,
see me with
that's
invisibility?
a good point. No, he can't. Good call.
And the pop-up video?
Oh no.
Good call. He cannot.
So
Um,
what he sees
That's
is
my
the
best.
three of us walking in, and these two knuckle fucks fucking exploding from the bottom of their chin.
So what I will say is the modifier on them is going to get significantly less because now you're a blood-soaked invisible person.
Yep. That's
So
fine.
what they
Oh, that's
saw,
true. That's
essentially,
true.
these people get lifted up, their heads basically explode with invisiclaws through them, drop to the
Glass
ground,
blades.
plumped, and now this large, kind of dripping thing is coming towards them, but they can't tell exactly where it is. They just see blood dripping from claws that you really can't see are claws, just two individual blood points dripping.
And that's
They
after he
continue
got
to
shot
run
3
with-
times.
Yeah.
It's not looking great.
Yeah, I'm good here. I'm good where I'm at right now.
Okay, Nas.
Do I get my turn, or is that
Oh nope, I would say in the similar vein
yep.
that Baj
Oh, 100%.
that's right.
Your turn as well.
Yep.
yep? 100%.
You did the yeah.
Point of,
This
I just have a
guy's
point of order question. So she is technically, is she a part of our party? Because I can intercept for her or protect her, correct?
dead. If someone moves, yes, I would consider her
If-
at this
if it-
point part of your party.
Okay.
Okay. Policeman, this guy needs to make some quick decisions here. Hold please while he assesses the situation.
He's got 3 seconds.
So in his world, those two just exploded. He can't see
Can he see that?
guy. He saw the two people explode. They're not
But I thought that
visible.
I thought that DK obscured his vision.
They're not blind, but they
They're
are
not
distracted.
blind. They're
Oh.
just dealing with shit right now.
Yeah.
So they're
Oh, okay, gotcha.
distracted more than anything else.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I think what they're gonna do. Pop-up video. I think they're gonna take aim at Night Sprinter, probably. because he's the only threat that they can really see well. Because
I just
Chance is
shot
still
their
out in the
buddy.
hallway,
So
correct?
yeah.
Yeah, but you guys are all well. I guess you're all still in the hallway, technically, correct?
No, I probably had to come in at least a little bit to shoot
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
the
So they're gonna
guy.
shoot at
Yeah.
you. Yeah.
Yeah. I imagine I didn't magically fire through a
Well,
door.
from the doorway, you can kind of do a poo and right theoretically, but
If you want to give me cover, I'd love
nope,
it.
I don't.
That sounds great.
If
Trying
you
to be on the door.
if you would have described it that way and you moved back into cover, maybe, but you didn't. You already got a surprise shot off. He sees you in the doorway. So he's going to shoot back. He is going to fire in burst. Gross.
How's he doing?
He's not doing great. Hold please. I'm trying to figure out
Uh-huh.
what he does here. There's so few dice when you lose 6 of them.
What I'm thinking is on his screen right now is like he's hearing like a Sarah McLachlan song in the arms of an angel, and there's like a pop-up that blurb that pops up. There were only 18 dogs actually in the shoot, you know, and just some weird random
Okay.
fact.
Yeah,
about the
he's
music
just
video.
gonna roll. He's burst firing at you with a complex action.
All right.
Good job, dude. He hit both of his 2 dice. Proud of him.
Wow. And I'll roll
Okay.
to dodge, right?
Mhm,
Yes.
mhm.
Defense.
That's what you get to do.
Okay. No cover
give it
and
two
just
right.
my normal, just normally.
Normal
Okay.
16 or whatever, right?
That's
Yeah,
gonna be an
well.
that's gonna be a 5.
So he shoots.
That's gonna be a 5.
He is
Good roll.
so distracted right now that he essentially not quite cartoony, but outlines you against the wall. He gives it a quick he gives it a three burst against the wall, 1 upper left, 2 bottom right, all passing you by. And that is the end of his turn. It moves on to the next dude who is suffering. He is going to
Bum, bum.
He is going to say,
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Maybe we
Okay.
should have asked questions
you
before
look
burst.
over at him. He is riddled with the 3 shots. All 3 hit him. He's bleeding profusely, and he says, I give up. I give up. If you let me live, maybe I can help you out. And he passes his turn. And it is now Yumi's turn.
Oh, I don't like that.
Don't go
I
soft
hear
on me.
that.
Doesn't mean he's telling the truth.
I hear that, and I step into the room. I'm going to step into the room. How do I move? There we go. Shoop.
Quick
I just moved
question. So sorry, Chance. Quick question
go
though.
ahead.
If he is trying to deceive us, wouldn't he have to roll a con?
Theoretically, yes. For what you can tell, he's being truthful.
Okay. There you go.
I would say that
I'm-
this is a desperation. He is not like actively trying to convince you otherwise.
I step into the room and I'm going to cast influence on the other guy, not this guy over here. And he is faced with a suggestion is put in his mind that he carries out as if it was his own idea, and his own idea was his boss just is turning on him essentially. But I'm gonna the idea is if he sorry, I'm gonna rethink this. He's going to I'm gonna step in, I'm gonna look at the other guy, and I'm gonna say to him, if your boss shoots us, you have to shoot him, and I'm gonna cast influence on him essentially.
Okay.
So I'm gonna try to get him to stop trying to attack us, so that we can talk to the
Mm,
boss guy, the boss man.
okay. Give
And
me
it's a
influence in the chat. Roll the roll and I'll read it.
yeah, so it's a spellcast roll, and it's resisted by logic and willpower. The net hits is how many minutes that idea is effective, essentially.
Got it.
I'm gonna cast it at force 5.
So full disclosure before we pretend like this went through. To the idea of a con roll, yes, if he was trying to deceive you, he would have had to roll. He is desperate. What I'm saying is that as a corporate stooge of Renraku, his interests may change over time. But for the sake of this
Oh,
3-second combat, he is
totally.
actively giving up. So before
Totally,
you,
totally.
if you still want to do the influence for the extra bit, you can. If you don't, I'll allow you to redo that. I just wanted to make sure, like, intent here. He is still working for a large corp that doesn't give a shit about your needs and actively, right, has other needs in mind. So long term, right, he's not turning into your friend overnight. Maybe he does, but not based on just giving up this moment.
So yeah, I'm trying to influence him to just saying if his boss shoots at us, he's gonna have to shoot him because
Got it.
he's
Okay.
yeah.
And
And so
he
I rolled
resists
it.
this.
I resist the drain. There's an opposed test there in the
Yep,
chat.
I got it. Believe me, he ain't rolling shit. He's got a one
Great.
dice pool. You got him.
So he's influenced by that idea for 5 minutes.
Got it.
But I am sustaining that, and so I am now taking a
So
because I'm sustaining that and the invisibility. So I'm actually taking a -2 pool right now as well.
Okay, so he actively turns his gun towards his boss.
Yes, and that's my turn.
Okay.
And I'll just say you have 5 minutes. You better start talking.
Okay.
And I just say that to the guy.
Sure. For the sake of combat here, Tabitha Shale is going to stand up, and she is going to.
Uh-oh. Grab my hand and thrust the blades into his face. No, just kidding.
Might as well. Hold please.
I'm so powerless to good looking women.
I forgot to give her
An attack?
1 second. I've forgotten to give her a weapon. She totally has a pistol.
Even though she was
Okay.
tied up and well, she wasn't tied up.
Oh no, she was cuffed.
She was
You're
cuffed.
right.
She is
Good point.
cuffed.
I said
Yeah.
she was cuffed.
Got
She
him.
can't ignore it. So it is now top of the order, which goes to Darp. No, you're absolutely right. I did say she was handcuffed and she didn't magically slip out of him.
Would I like? Could you help me out? Because I'm still learning about the history of like all the corpse and everything like that.
Yeah.
Are Red Samurai Rinrakus, are they friendly, non-friendly to the S Technology company?
They would
Oh,
be
fuck.
basically arch enemies to some degree.
That's what I thought.
Like, not
when I
not to say that they couldn't work together in a short-term mission where Corpo needs a line, but in general, I think in even in like the literature, I believe that Rinraku and S Technology are actually like opposing sides more than some of the
Yeah.
other ones are. So
That's what I thought. I just wanted to make sure that I wasn't misunderstanding the social situation. Okay, good.
Nope.
Um,
And these are not
yeah.
Red Samurai, to be fair, but Renraku
Oh.
as a company would very much not be aligned with As Technology's goals. It
Oh,
would
someone said Red
actually
Rocket
say-
earlier, and I thought Red Samurai. Okay,
No,
yeah,
no,
okay,
no.
okay,
Yep,
we're
yep,
good.
no.
We're
So
good.
These are not Red
Red-
Samurai. We would not
the
be
Red
in here doing this
Samurai-
if they were 4 Red Samurai in here.
the Red Samurai are like their elite murder force,
Yeah.
right?
Okay,
They come in packs of 5s, if I remember right. They are trained together. They go through like harrowing levels of training and then they get their very like stylistic red samurai full body armor that is chemically sealed, and like they're their go-to murder people.
They're
Okay,
the business.
those would be the ones that I would be more.
These
okay,
are,
gotcha.
hey, we need this lady picked up because she's doing something we don't like.
Rock and roll. Yes. So to kind of go in line with what I'm understanding you me to do, I am going to attempt to. Can I trip him up and almost pin? So what I'd like to do is my left hand is the one that only has 2 blades that come out of it, or 2 spurs that come out of it.
Okay.
I'd like to pin him to the ground and basically have the 2 blades go right to the sides of his neck, essentially, if possible. Or pin him in the shoulder, one of the two, whatever is easier for you.
So stylistically, I'm fine with that. It would essentially be a physical grapple, right? So
Grapple.
a restraint,
Yep.
which is there's a rule for it. I'm not going to make you roll for it because he's rolling
Okay.
negative fucking forever right now. So you
Okay.
will very much. Well, you know what? No, if you critical fail, you will critical fail. This is potentially a moment where it could matter. Let's roll it. Let me
Okay.
find
Stabs
the
him in
order.
the throat.
I was
Well,
gonna
yeah,
say
my-
the
my
critical
attempt-
failure here
There's
would
potential
be.
failure options here.
My
It's a-
my attempt is to grapple and to subdue or not kill. However, if I critical fail, there's a possibility I do kill him.
Yeah,
So
well, I get to
Nick the
choose what
Nerdery.
happens when you critical fail.
yeah, it's Nick the Nerdery. That's probably what's gonna happen.
Restrain. Is it restrain?
I was trying to look it up as well, and I was trying like grapple and things like that. So
I don't think it's grapple. It's subdue, maybe. You know what? This is something where AI might be helpful. Oh, put a prone. Prone is knocked prone, chooses to go prone, or gets subdued. Page 195.
right there.
195, subdued. To subdue a character, resolve melee combat normally using the unarmed combat skill. Wow, you're really difficult.
Should be fine with this.
Hits compares strength plus net hits to the defender's physical limit.
Strength
Attacker's total
plus
speed to
net
the
hits.
defender's physical limit. The attacker grapples and immobilizes the defender. Subduing attack causes no damage. Blah 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 blah. So you need to do unarmed
Strength plus
combat
the net hits.
and strength. Correct.
Okay, so do an unarmed combat then.
Unarmed combat.
You gotcha. It's currently saying a pool of 12 with a
Yeah.
limit of 14.
That
So
sounds
Yeah.
accurate.
He's
okay.
invisible too.
And he's got a disadvantage of 5.
Well, there's a couple ones there, but it's not.
Whoa!
Not enough.
Failure. Wait, no results.
Oh, you're
Okay.
good.
No, that was
I
one
was
above.
on
I saw
Game
that
Master.
shit
Yeah.
first. But you did only get 2 hits.
Out of
Okay.
12, which is insane.
Hold, please. I got to read this again
That's
to make sure I'm
wild.
doing this right. Okay.
Wow.
Resolve a melee combat normally using the unarmed combat skill. So he would then try to dodge via his normal dodgy, which
He's
is
invisible though too.
reaction
Wait.
based intuition.
If the attacker successfully hits. Okay.
John hates so much that this fucking blender troll is invisible. It's the worst thing.
It's bad enough
That
that,
happened
he
to
can kill 2
him.
people in one hit. It's
killing
worse
though.
that he's invisible after attacking. Because the rule is different in D&D. Hold, please.
Because invisibility in D&D is one and done, unless it's greater invisibility.
You know what?
Hey, team, why don't we make our Beyblade invisible more often? I think that would be a really good tactic going forward.
I thought
I'm
it came
going
to be, and I was
roll
like,
it.
"This will be good."
I'm going to roll it just because he's going to fail miserably. Here he goes. You got it.
Woof.
Yeah, he's got a -5 plus a -3. He would have had to win out to beat you. So just for the sake of rolling. But you are right. Invisible, I would have had to do a perception check based on how hurt he is. He would not be able to see him, and it would have connected regardless. Is how I would play it. Rules is
Okay. So yeah, so I basically trip him up and pin him to the ground with my blades to
But from
subdue.
his perspective, he has no idea there are blades involved at all. He just
Okay.
knows that something large and oppressive and dripping blood on both sides of his neck have essentially forced him to the ground.
Perfect. Okay. And then that will be my turn because I believe that's an action.
That's an action.
So I am good to go.
I just realized you're literally the predator right now.
Pretty much is. So-
With the claws.
Here I will essentially say combat could end if you guys have no more offensive action taken.
only thing,
Well,
only other thing that I want to do is Watchdog.
I'm good.
Is what? Sorry.
Watchdog.
Only thing I would
reminder,
like to do is I'd like to help the lady up. That's all.
what was Watchdog again?
Essentially, if they try to make any outside communications, I can try to interrupt it as a reaction.
Absolutely.
Yep. Okay.
Go ahead.
And yeah, obviously I'm counterspelling in case there's for some reason a fucking spell shoots out. But the guy that I have,
Just
guy
random
that
diarrhea of magic comes out of the unawakened guy. Got it.
the guy I have under influence, each of his turns he can make that same willpower logic, and for every hit it reduces it by a minute.
Yep. So
If he's confronted with the wrongness of the idea, which pointing a gun at his boss, maybe be like, wait, hold on. So
yeah,
just
I
how
would
it's supposed to
agree. I am going to, after a certain amount of moments or actions,
Sure,
make him do
yeah.
a roll. But for the sake of like initiation,
Yeah.
we would re-roll to see if he had some sort of action. We
I have
wouldn't
a
call it
question.
surprise.
Was
Sure.
any of that not suppressed?
Oh, that's a good point.
Wait, only one person shot, right?
Oh, I thought we were getting out of here.
Sure, but how much time we have to get out of here?
Yeah.
Is your gun suppressed?
Oh, I did not fire suppressed shots. Those are complex actions. No.
What? No, not a suppression shot,
If
but
your
like
gun
a
is
silence.
suppressed,
Yeah.
Yeah, do you have a silencer on your gun?
Gear.
Good call. I assumed that it would be, but
Yeah.
They also fired back at us, right? Or they fired back at
No,
at,
they all died. Oh, yes, they
Nightspring,
did
right?
actually.
They shot at you.
One of them
They
shot
shot around
too,
me.
Yeah.
they were silenced. You're fine.
Well, if they've got silenced guns, I probably.
I'm pretty dry on it too.
No, I mean they're here to beg people covertly. They are not here to make a scene.
This ain't a scene, and it's a dead man on the.
Sabazio, do you have a silencer?
So I don't know. Is that just going to be listed on the gun extensions, just like normally?
Yep. So you would have bought it during purchasing of the gun. Although I think that might automatically have come with one. I forget.
I thought
the other
that would be the
option would have
case.
been either you have a suppressor or probably you have a compensator.
I've got a.
For.
What is the name of the gun again? I'm sorry, I should.
It is the Ares Alpha.
The Alpha, because the Alpha is like a pre-done package, if I remember. Right.
Yeah.
Yes, it is all in there, which is why I got it.
And I believe it comes with a silencer, but one second.
It might.
Not according to this airsoft gun that they want me to purchase. Thanks for that. Now I'm gonna get fucking a million advertisements. Series Alpha R5E.
Unless you bought a silencer, I don't think technically it has one.
Oh.
Yours can have an underbarrel grenade launcher on it.
It has an underbarrel grenade launcher. Not can, it does.
No, I thought it had.
No way.
I thought it had a silencer.
Yeah,
built in, but
I've
does
had it the
not.
whole time. I had a grenade launcher the whole time and it didn't say anything. I was waiting for the moment to bring that out.
Waiting for the moment to just like, thump.
Because what I thought would be
Sorry,
funny is we've been worried about the grenade launcher the whole time. So if we ever actually had to bust a wall down, I did when we were talking about launching grenades. I said I have ways of getting through walls too, but no one was listening when I said
Walk through walls.
that.
I thought you were meaning to walk through walls. Yeah, okay.
All right. So maybe something that you might want to look into purchasing.
Yeah. Yeah.
But in the moment, it has only been about 6 seconds, right? As far as overall time, not even like 3 seconds total.
Death real quick.
Let me think how I do this.
Man,
It was also
So
3 quick
Tabitha-
shots, and
Tabitha looks towards you and says, "Jesus Christ, get me out of here."
Yes.
And are
I
one of you
I was
able to
already
remove
as
her
soon as
bonds?
combat seemed like it was dying down, I was coming over to help her up and try to get her
Okay.
out of this.
All right. And I don't remember how fucking handcuffs work in this world. 1 second.
Sure you don't, John. Wink.
He'll give you the code.
You want me
if
to?
there's a
I got
code.
locksmith.
It's
Locksmith.
fine. He'll give you a code if there's a code. I don't remember if they're electrical or not, but either way, he's subdued in in a generally helpful mood. So if it's a key or a code, he's going to give it to you. I just don't remember. And she quick comms the front desk, and she's like, hey, did you guys did anybody call anything in for those shots? And the lady's like, I was just dialing. And she's like, no. Those guys you sent up, they were able to help me. I was in trouble, but everything's good. Don't worry about it. I'll tip you well. And then she hangs up on her. So for the sake of the gunshots in the building, no call has been sent in to the local authorities.
I mean, not by the actual
Not by
yeah.
the front desk.
By
Not to
Cindy.
say that you have all day to sit here,
Okay.
but if you hear a gunshot randomly, then you can't find the source. Was it a gunshot?
True. Well, if it came from inside, but
I'm just saying,
for
like
the sake of this world,
we've heard loud noises before and not like instantly been like, call 911.
yes.
So for the sake of the situation, I will say that unless there is a repeat noise, right now all you've done is piqued immediate interest with a quick 3-shot.
Guess these Ren Rakus got rocked.
Or
Yeah.
Claude.
Hey, why the fuck don't you have a suppressor on your gun?
I was prioritizing other things at the time,
All right.
like killing people.
Yep.
And I'll step up and I'll just look at the dude in charge and be like, you have 5 minutes. You better tell us something good.
And he's like, look, if I tell you anything important, I'm a dead man anyways.
You'll be dead you're dead if you don't tell us something good right now.
Yeah, but the way you'll kill me is likely less painful than the way they'll kill me.
I won't
don't.
be quite so presumptuous there, pal.
Sure.
Listen, I know Renraku, but
if you want to do some sort of intimidation or coercion, you could.
yep, I'm gonna leave that to somebody else.
I do something.
Can I help him by chance? Or can I aid
You're
him?
currently an invisible person. You can't do shit unless you're not invisible anymore.
Would this be potentially an etiquette role? Negotiation con for
I would say
there's negotiation, there's con, there's leadership.
Is there not an intimidation?
I don't think so.
There is.
Oh, there is.
There is.
Yeah,
There's
there's-
it's below instruction and impersonation.
Listen, I was waiting a long time for this, but I guess it'll be for the next one.
What? I mean, you can
Continue.
ask to appear.
No,
if you would
continue.
like.
No, continue.
Well,
I mean, I
someone's
can
gotta
make
do
you.
something
I
with
can
that.
make you
They
show
either
up.
have to.
No. I want to be invisible forever. I feel like I am already. Just
So here's the stalemate. He currently is not willing to give you information on anything big, but he will talk about the job. And he's like, I'll tell you about Tabitha here. Look, we got the order to come in and pick her up. We've been watching. We've acquired a target that has said a little bit too much, and Tabitha's name came up when we threatened his niece.
Who's this
Who's
target you're
fucking
talking
niece?
about? And who's this target you're talking about? And
I can't share that name.
you
Bitch,
better tell
I'm
me
gonna
where
go
he's
through
at.
all of your shit after we fucking kill you if you don't say.
And
And
I'm
they're
gonna
still
say
gonna
you-
go after your family. You tell us now, and then
And-
they're not.
And I'm gonna say you better start talking. I'm gonna drop the invisibility on Darb, and Darb's just like over top of him with like his blades drawn.
Okay. And he can't roll for shit because he's still all fucked up. So it's fine. We'll say that he's intimidated. And he says, look, I only know what I know, and I only get orders in clips and phrases here, right? There's an individual Josh at our safe house here in Puyallup. And when we threatened his niece to figure out who he shared information with, he gave up Tabitha here.
Wait, okay. This is me trying to figure this out.
Sure.
He They were looking
They
for-
have confirmed that they have Josh.
They have Josh.
He is in Pilot at a
Pilot.
Renraku office here.
Hmm.
They threatened his niece. He wouldn't give up like super details, but he had to give them something, and he gave up Tabitha's location as the
Gotcha.
only person he shared any information with about undisclosed information.
Is Joshua still alive?
Last time I heard, he was. Situations change quick.
Do you want to maybe call that in and double check? Because that could
No,
change
I don't think
a
we
lot of
want to
what's going on.
be. I don't think we want to be asking about it.
Good catch.
Where's this office at? And tell me about it. What's it like?
Is it nice?
Is there a continental?
Is it like a
preference?
seasonal home? Like, what do we?
We have a medium-sized office here in Puyallup. I mean, it's listed. It's not sneaky, but what we do out of it might not be incredibly above board. There's some cells there where we hold some high-value targets. Otherwise, right, it's just a daily corporate office. There's 2 stories and primarily a front lobby entrance. That's as much as I know. I come in through the front doors, key card in, and go to work until they send me out to pick people up.
And Joshua, why you interrogating him for?
That's above my pay grade. I just know that there is a project.
Well, it's about to be your pay grade right now.
You could kill me and you won't get anything more from my lips. I know that there is a project that's dear to Renraku that he is involved in.
What's it called?
And I know that they were questioning him. I don't know the project name.
Who else is on the
And
project?
that's where Tabitha kicks in.
I was gonna actually just say, Tabitha, is there anything that you know?
Go ahead.
Tabitha's like, I know about 2 keywords. I know that there is a Project Thon, Thon.
I like we all like. Wait, hold on.
Not thong. I get she's a looker, but ladies and gents. And there is something to do with Alicia. I don't know that it was a project, but the name popped up when Michael was looking into whatever he was told to look into.
Something to do with.
I can use that.
Alicia.
What was that?
All right, and what do you?
I said I can use
like,
that, Alicia.
Alicia, Ellicia.
Wasn't even close.
Well, let me double check. That might not be how you spell it. One moment.
Start with an A.
Let me make
or
sure.
we
I
all
was
call
going
the first
A.
letter?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm pretty
Alicia.
sure.
Very beautiful name, by the way. Alicia. Ellie for short, if you will.
Ellicia.
There's 2 L's in Goose Boys.
Oh wow.
And I'll just look at Tabitha and be like, what are we doing with these guys?
What was I doing with these guys?
What are we gonna do with these guys?
Look, they're in Raku trash. I recommend you make them disappear and close off their comms before you do so. But
Well,
I think there was more than just these 4. So I'm packing up and moving out of here as soon as I can.
Oh fuck,
You
the
should
last
go
one.
What was that?
I said, oh fuck, the last one. We forgot. Hey,
Yeah,
Night
I
Splitter.
was
It was like a hot
recommend
dog?
we start making our way out of here soon. But Tabitha, we should.
And she gets
meet
up
up
and she
soon.
starts putting shit together in a to-go bag. And she's like, this has gotten too hot for me. If Josh has given up my name, fuck it, I'm out. Here's
Wait.
what I know. I know Alicia was a name that was bandied around. I know that Project Thon was something important. And I know that a Mr. H had given Michael the initial orders to look into Project Thon.
Well, we know we
I
can't
don't-
trust Mr. H. So
What was that?
I'm just trying to throw like I say I know we can't trust Mr. H, so
He always seems straight to Michael and I. I don't know what you guys have run into with him.
wasn't that the guy who
No.
she said? Oh, it was a different guy.
Yeah, Mr. H
Oh, you
is
set that
your
up.
mysterious benefactor with Michelle.
Oh, Mr. H is the guy
Tabitha.
that's actually paying us.
Yeah,
I see, I see, I see.
Caleb
Tabitha,
Brightmore would be
we're
the name that
trying
you want to
to-
drop if you're trying to figure out information.
Yeah.
Would you like to
It's
change
Josh's
that
fixer.
to Caleb?
Yes, I'm gonna say. Well, tell us about Caleb Brightmore. What do you know about him?
So all I know about Caleb is that shit smelled a little bit weird when we were trying to get details on what these projects were. Mr. H wasn't real forthcoming with details, and Caleb was kind of our in. But all of a sudden, we started to get some heat on us. We moved locations a little bit, and then all of a sudden, the situation went dire, and Michael ends up dead.
He sold
switched
you out.
names. I don't know. I can't tell you that for yes or no. All I know is that no one showed up here immediately afterwards until now, when it seems, and she kicks the guy, that Josh gave up my fucking address.
Well,
You may want to be careful. Don't kick him too hard. He'll run into a blade, and then you nick an artery, and he'll die. And we might need more information yet. So don't kick him anymore.
well, where are you going? Are you out of this, or what's your?
I'm gone. I'm cutting and running. If you got any other questions, I'm happy to give them. I'll give you my number if you need
Yeah,
to
I'll say,
call
give
me.
me your
But
number.
I'm-
Yeah.
And she gives you her comment.
Hey, can I have your
Okay.
number too?
She looks you foot to forehead and back down again and says, for professional reasons only. And she shoots you a number.
What the fuck did I say?
And
Um,
any other questions you have for her? You've got time, but she's essentially getting ready to pack up and get the fuck out.
The boys, have
What
you
was
got
Michael?
anything?
What was Michael getting into before you last saw him?
Last I saw, he was going over to Council Island. The name, fuck, what is it? Stone Feather. He was meeting with
On
someone called
Council
Stone
Island.
Feather.
That doesn't
on
make any
Council
fucking sense.
Island. What do you mean?
Stone feather.
Okay,
Yeah,
it's a fucking.
It's a stone that looks like a feather. It's
Yeah,
pretty
the
easy.
name-
Yeah, it's a stone. Look, yeah, no, it's here's stone feather and there's buddy air brick. What do you mean?
It's a native name. I don't fucking make them up.
You got any information on how Stark got injured?
What was that?
You got any information on how the guy Stark he ended up in the hospital?
No idea.
No recollection of, no idea who Stark is.
I know who Stark is. I know he and Michael were chums, and I know they ran together, but I don't know how he got hurt.
He and Michael, or he and Josh?
Here, Joshua. Sorry, Joshua.
Okay.
Joshua. Final
And
answer.
do you
All right.
do you know
a lot of
where?
names here. Good call. Good
No,
catch.
you're good.
Throw it. Throw.
And
You're right,
do you know
you're
where he's at? Where we could find him?
I don't know. I know that he was native himself. He may be
Okay.
somewhere on Council Island, but they met up and ran all over the place. I don't have much information on Stark.
We have Stark's number, right? We got it from Ivana. I have it written down.
You do technically have Stark's number, correct?
Okay.
Five,
So I
five,
was just gonna
it's
ask
the
that.
555 one.
Okay.
Would you be willing
Um,
to let Stark know that we might be calling him to ask for more information soon and that he can trust us?
Stark wasn't my friend.
All right.
Josh
You
wasn't
put in a
your
good
friend
word?
either, though, right?
Joshua and I were friendly.
That's not what I hear.
Why do you think he? Is there a reason he sold you out?
Well, we were friendly. I don't fucking know, but I know he loves his niece more than me, apparently.
Well, that's blood, not your blood. You know what I mean?
And I'm just gonna be like, all right, I think we got everything we needed. We should take care of business and get out of here.
All right, what are you doing with these two?
I'm gonna look at Darb and I'm gonna look at the other guys. I'm like, I don't think we can leave them.
Mm. Did you want to do your thing? You know, made him. Do I gotta make him look like he's doing hostile things to me so he shoots him?
I think we should do it the quiet way.
Oh yeah, that's right. We don't want another gunshot, probably.
His is
Yeah, fuck it.
suppressed.
Oh, is this suppressed?
His was.
His
Oh.
was suppressed.
Okay, I got this then. And I'll take the guy, take my blades back a little bit, and I'll grab the guy's hands.
And he's
And I'll
fighting
start-
you because you've said this all out loud over this man. He is trying to look as not violent as possible. Go on.
And I'm going to take his arms as he's trying to resist and just start like buddy tapping myself over the face and slapping me. Oh no, I'm getting beat up. Help me.
What
Help
the fuck is
me.
happening?
And he says, "Fuck you," and he shoots his boss in the head.
I'll look at him and be like, hey, good job. Good job. Now we gotta take care of this.
Can I take
He has
the boss
his influence
boss's weapon?
drops. His influence drops, and he makes a sprint for the door.
Okay,
Oh.
can I night sprint
Because
after
right,
him?
his influence was just watch his boss, and if his boss attacked anybody, to shoot something. Right?
Can I night sprint
yeah,
after him?
the influence will be dropped, yeah.
Yeah. So I
Um,
will say that he gets a first movement here. And admittedly, like there are people near the door. So I will say, what are you going to do with him as he runs roughly to next to Nas as he's trying to push his way out the front door?
now, is he doing anything?
Fuck you want me to do?
Trip him.
Maybe
He's got a
trip him?
-5.
I'm gonna try to just cast Mana Bolt at him. I don't care.
Okay.
All right.
So
I
as
mean, we're not gonna leave him alive,
okay,
are we?
let's figure out a series of events here. I think this is important. Okay. So he's going to bolt. No one is going to immediately shoot him or anything from the looks of it, right?
Well,
You're
not
gonna start
anymore.
casting a
Well,
spell.
maybe if we're leaving. I don't know.
So you're going to start casting a spell, which is going to take a little bit of time. He is going to try to calm for help.
Interrupt.
You have guard dog up. Remind me what that does.
Watchdog. I'm gonna roll it just so that you can easily click it and see.
For the record, I love the icon next to Watchdog in the fucking chat.
Yo,
It's just a little bumper. It's so adorable.
I spent a lot of time on all my icons. Thank you.
It's so adorable.
So cute.
Users know where the matrix access attempt to stop. The watchdown mark allows the hacker to use haywire or pop up as interrupt actions for negative initiative or squelch as an interrupt action. This ability lasts as long as the target is marked.
So I would say that you can try to haywire, which would short circuit the equipment, or squelch, which I think
Squelch. Just shut down the signal.
call out, right? Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So whichever you would like to roll.
This says my limit's 3, which I don't know if that's correct. Why would my limit be 3 there? Oh,
I don't know.
is it?
Oh,
It's on my attack, which is currently a 3. No, that's correct. Yeah, because it's on my deck. My current config on the deck is
How long does pop up last?
not long. It's probably done.
Okay. So we would say the pop up is done.
Mhm.
Hold, please. Take that off. He has not been hit. And so
Oh, he's not. Okay, so I thought. Never mind.
no, he just hasn't been hit. So this says, oh, why do it? Because I didn't take off the -6. Okay. Ba-da-bum-bum-bum-bum. So it's weird that this is going against. Oh, never
So we're
mind.
not rolling any initiatives to try to see
Not
who's
yet.
taking what action after this.
We'll
Okay.
count this kind of like he got a moment. No one was really worrying about him and the drop of his mental fucking spell, right?
Sure.
So as soon as it
Okay.
went down, he made a bolt.
He made
didn't
this
make it
bolt
to the door,
specifically. Yeah.
And you can all kind of kick in, but I don't think there's anything you could have done quick enough to stop him from attempting to move and call out. In
Right.
that moment of just reaction time. Except DK has the ability, right, from Matrix perspective, to potentially block his communication. And he's going to roll. And he critical failure. And as he tries to call out, the call just fucking. How do I want to do this? Bear with me. Let me think. Something cooler than what I was going to do. Because you're squelching, so you're stopping the signal. But if, in addition, he gets a do. If you would like to make a call.
Oh, what's the matter, pumpkin? Your comlink not working?
Fucking piece of shit. And then if anybody would like to intercept or subdue him, I'm not going to make you chase after him. That was his one chance to get something out. You guys would be able to overtake him before he gets out of the building. So you may stop him at the door because Yumi's by the door. What would you like to do with this remaining individual?
I mean, we have to kill him. Like, there's no
Oh yeah,
real way
no.
around it.
I'm gonna if you will allow me, I'm going
please
to
don't kill me.
I'm gonna take the suppressed
Please
weapon
don't
of
fucking kill me. I've
his
got a wife
guy
and
who's
kids.
lying on the ground. I'll
Their names are Tim and little Cindy. Cindy's 4 and Tim's 7. My wife
Yeah.
Julie, she's pregnant.
I always wanted kids. Bang.
Jesus.
For the record, I have no additional add-on to this. I'm still playing with the dead body.
He's dead.
That's too bad.
That was fucking heartless, and I liked it.
And we should probably get out of here. Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, we got one more tango, by the way.
This is true.
A little bitch
You know
that
where
was in the
he's
hallway. I can fucking find him quick if you want me to, but no, I don't know where he is. He's got to be
We should
coming
probably find
back
him.
pretty soon. Yeah.
I mean, we'll close this door. We'll get out of here, close this door, lock it, and then I don't know. We'll probably have to figure out
And then
what to do
Hope?
with that guy.
What do you mean?
Well, I mean,
He
so
fucking heard the
just
shot
run in-
too. Like it's a gunshot. Trying to tell me that he wouldn't hear it?
Sure.
He was so distracted, he did not care.
Okay, I don't know that.
He critical failed, but you wouldn't know that for sure. Yeah,
the
like,
guy's down the street, you know, like he's trying to make a
he's trying to
collect
get
call.
signal.
I think we get out of here, lock this door, we go find him. We'll probably have to beat him up too, but he may not know.
Is that what we did to these guys? We beat them up?
You could say it like that. Here's the thing: he also might not know who the fuck we are. He didn't fucking see any of us, so we could just get out of here.
If you're
To the
cool,
best-
like
To the best of your knowledge, you wouldn't have thought that he recollected passing any of you. He was in a panic and he ran out. However,
If he has access
I will
to
have
cameras,
I will have you think about the world and the
Like-
things that are available.
it's not really
the
my
cameras I'm
expertise
gonna
there.
take care of still in a minute.
Okay, let's get out of here, take care of the cameras, and skedaddle.
What do you want Darb to do with the dead bodies?
I
I
just
can
leave
carry
him.
a couple of them.
Nope, we're not moving him.
Do we have
She
anything that leads
Tabitha
back to
yells,
us?
"I'm not fucking coming back here. Do what you want with the
No,
place."
we're not moving him. We're gone. Let's go.
In the world of Shadowrun, is there anything that would be like incriminating evidence left behind from a bullet shot by my friend Night Sprinter in any way, shape, or form?
There's a fingerprint on the bullet.
Yeah, well, he did.
Not to the ability that anybody would hunt down or care for this small of a crime.
Not the bullet, but the other thing that Mr. Night Sprinter
Not-
does.
Not for nothing. I was waiting until we were gonna be going. Because there is a thing that I am going to do, but no one here knows about it.
That's true. That's true. That was all
I'm
above
just trying to get us to fucking go. Like
I was gonna say, I was waiting for everyone to say
So
we're
for the sake
leaving.
of argument, I think we've determined that everybody's leaving. We're leaving
Yeah.
the bodies,
Mhm.
and no one would be watching Night Sprinter for any particular reason. Correct?
No,
as-
I'm by the door. I'm like, I'm gone. Let's go. Like,
Is there anything cloth-wise that I can kind of wipe myself up with a little bit just before we leave the room that I'm
You
seeing?
want a fucking
Like I can
towel? And she reaches around the corner over here, and there's like a fucking dish rag or something just against the wall, and she throws it at you. Fucking, here's a towel.
I mean, unless you and Darb are gonna be married and we got into a marital spout, just you slapped me. I didn't want blood to be showing up on Darb while we're walking out.
Motherfucker,
get
don't
married?
make me hunt you down later.
Like a game?
No,
it's a very
She
dangerous
walks
game.
out. She's like, I'll pay off the front desk, but you guys better not be here because cleaners come through. I ain't paying them too, and they're gonna call someone.
Yeah, no,
Pretty
let's
shady,
go.
man.
Come on.
She leaves, and she goes and pays old Cindy enough to keep quiet about the noise.
All right, love bug, let's go.
Which one's love bug?
You fucking idiot! Come on.
Oh, sorry. Yep. And finish wiping up as best I can, and I walk out with Nas. Yumi!
I'm already down in the lobby. I left a long time ago.
Yumi!
And then as we're walking, AR, I'm going to scrub every ounce of evidence that we were ever here, and I'll will eliminate Tabitha and the other name that I can't remember right now.
Joshua or Michael?
No.
Tisha Lang?
Tisha, that's what it is.
Oh, sure. So all evidence that she was there.
All evidence that she was there. And then the only thing that they will see in the footage then is these four going into the room.
Okay, so you are leaving footage that they went into the room.
Yes.
Okay. I just want to make sure, right? Because you theoretically, you have full access to the systems.
Mhm.
You could delete everything.
Well,
You
they
could
are
selectively
here,
delete.
and we're not moving them, so that
That's
one
fair.
will still see that.
That's fair. Okay.
I have to check for cred sticks. Fuck. Continue.
As we're all getting out of there, I am the last one to leave, and I turn around and from a secret pocket inside of my trench coat, I take out a black rectangle card and I flick it in front of me and I say,
Maybe this time we'll catch a fish.
and I leave.
And with that, we end our scene and our game of Shadowrun. For the night.
Hey.
Do we see the guy as we're like walking down the street? The guy's still on his phone trying to make a call.
Sure, you see him, but like when you drove into here, it almost had a long driveway that has the days in canopy that you would normally unload
Yeah.
shit under, right? And he is at the end of a long driveway, and like it's almost at the end of a little dead end turnaround. So you've got the dead end turnaround,
Ah!
then the
Bye,
long
student, bye.
driveway, then the canopy. He is doing circles at the end of that dead end little thing, just fucking trying to figure shit out. By now, though, his comms are starting to return a little bit because I'm assuming DK is.
Yeah, well, it
done
would have because I'm
other shit.
distracted, right? But like, so if we see
Yeah.
him there, can I fuck with him?
Sure.
I'm gonna. Can I spoof a message?
I think you have to hack it again, but sure.
Okay.
Because you're trying to put a file on it. Is that what you're trying to like?
Well,
tell me exactly
what I
you're
want to
trying
do is spoof a message from the leader dude to him that just says "run."
Okay. I think that is the equivalent of putting a file on a device.
Okay.
So if you can manage that, then absolutely.
Hack on the fly.
Sure.
Hack on the fly.
That's do.
The thing. Second chance. 7.
Oh, he can't beat that. So
Okay.
yes, you successfully send a message to him pretending to be the leader from his spoofed number that says,
Run.
and he looks at his phone because he gets a.
Did you want me to roll the edit file?
No, it's fine.
Okay.
For the sake of this.
Yeah.
Unless you really want to roll a button.
I mean,
so that you critically failed.
I did make like a
Okay.
lot
I
of.
made the macro.
I did make a lot of macros. So
If you would like to click the button,
no,
you
it's
click the
okay. It's
button.
okay. No, it's fine.
No, you click the
No,
button.
no, it's okay. I don't have to click the button. No, no, it's okay. No, it's okay. No, it's fine. It's okay.
Goddamn button.
So he gets a little chirp. He's like, "Ma, hold on," and he looks at the thing and he realizes in that moment, "Fuck." He had a job to do. He was on location, and he looks at the place. He looks at the message, and it just says "run." And you see him say, "Ma, look, I gotta go." And he hangs up, and you see him just start sprinting to a car, and you see him peel out in a burnout style from the driveway and just leave.
The mental trauma we caused that poor man.
Yeah, he gets
And
to live.
then-
Plenty
man.
of traumas on his own.
Scene. So
More
at
like
this point,
run, Raku. Am I right?
that's so good. So at this point, we will pick up with your call to Roger to determine what your next kind of thing is.
Hey.
Hey, nice job. Thank you,
Well
John. That was awesome.
done, everybody.
GG's.
GG.
What was that fucking
Give me
spell? It
one
was
more.
suggestion. Is that what it was?
Influence?
Influence.
Influence.
Yeah, that's fucking cool.
Yeah, I wanted it to finish off. I wanted that to have So I figured like
completion?
we find a way, the completion, yeah, if you will, yeah. I thought it was super cool that
Stop
you would
hitting
force
yourself.
a dude.
Stop hitting yourself.
I'm glad I got to
have
do
a lot
that,
of
but, like,
drain.
Yeah.
it does have a lot of drain. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. So like
But I still think
anytime.
it's
But,
kind
but
of
but with the mechanics of the game, the drain is a risk, not a cost. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like, yeah,
Yep.
it's very interesting.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Oh, well, at least I don't have a lot of work for our next session because I had already planned all of the Renraku building shit.
Uh-huh.
So
I told you we were gonna get there.
I told you too. Yeah.
the funny part is I did that before this part. This is the part I was rushing to get done.
Oh.
It's like more goddamn time. But it all played out pretty well. I'm very happy with it. So with that, we're gonna let
Right on.
everybody to go to their own devices.
All right,
Thanks for
John, are you staying on or no?
I'm done.
Okay, cool. Yep, same. All right.
Is anybody staying on? I should ask that.
No.
Nope.
Okay,
I'm not.
then we'll find someone to bring them to. All right. Thanks, everybody.
All right.
Good night.
Have a good night.
Love you
Later.
This
all.
has been episode
Bye.
4 of Shadowrun.
Oh, what's the job?